What is going on? Welcome back to the Rare Element Sports Card Podcast, brought to you by the Denver Card Show and iCards USA. My name is Aaron. I'm here with my boy Jeremy. As always, what is good, my brother?
Kicking and chilling. What's up, y'all? Oh, shit.
Oh,
I said I was going to tug the cord and fucking within 5 seconds. Bam! Cord tugging.
we're going to have to hit the cord with the Swedish penis enlarger.
Swedish penis enlargers. That's what they are.
Yeah.
They are my bag, baby.
Here's your book, Swedish Penis Enlargers Are My Bag, Baby, by Austin Powers. It's not mine.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, dude.
That's a good one.
That's great. We were just pre-pod talking about how funny those movies were and how underrated they are.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah, they're underrated now. But
Now,
at the
yeah.
time, they were pretty.
They're pretty big movies.
Yeah. I think they're just a little bit forgotten, though. There probably is some bad shit in there that is not okay to
Right. It could get canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the whole fat bastard thing alone could be possible cancellation today. Yeah.
Ate the baby today.
Eating babies. And, yeah. All that kind of shit. My throat looks like a vagina. Oh, man. Was that the 90s? Was that in the 90s or was that 2000s?
I'd say more like 2000s probably. Yeah. The first one might have been like late 90s.
Yeah. Yeah, they were great, though. They were great. We even have some of it on the board here.
I love gold.
We have to dig around and snipe another one or two.
Maybe. Yeah. Fuck yeah. We don't gnaw on our kitty.
Because I'm not evil enough. No, because you're not evil enough.
You're not evil enough. He's like, I want to be maybe a veterinarian or something. An evil veterinarian?
When we're talking about Fanatics.
I know.
Because they're not evil enough.
Because you're the Diet Coke of evil. Oh, fuck. That shit was great, man. I'm going to have to watch them again. I'm going to have to bring them back.
Right.
Put them back into the rotation.
They got to be on something.
Yeah, I'm sure. They're on Netty or UE or one of those motherfuckers.
Yep. But next week on 30-year-old movie reviews. I'm just kidding.
Next time on 30-year movie, we'll be talking about American History X. A young man struggles with
I won't even
white
tell
supremacy.
You what I watched today.
What'd you watch, bro? What'd you watch?
Higher Learning.
Oh, shit, son. Damn, that movie's sick.
It was pretty fucking good.
Fuck yeah, dude. That movie's sick. I haven't watched that in a long time.
There's a lot of actors in there that ended up being pretty big.
Mm-hmm. Omar Epps was up in that. That was a dope-ass movie.
Ice Cube and Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes, yep.
Tyra Banks.
Tyra Banks, yep.
Christy Swanson.
That's right. She was in that.
Oh, the chick from The Labyrinth. Oh, what the hell her name?
Oh,
Connelly?
Jennifer Connelly.
Yeah.
Dude, she's beautiful.
She party.
Dude, she was in Blood Diamond, and I was watching that not too long ago, and I was like, God damn, she fine. But
yeah, she pretty.
Yeah, she pretty. Her eyes are like the bluest blue I've ever seen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just fall into them. Fall into a deep, deep stare.
I got to try and stay closer to the mic because I notice every once in a while when I be listening to it and I be like,
oh, it's all good. It's all good.
cool.
But
anyways,
I digress. Do you want to jump into the pod, my brother?
let's do that.
All right. So our podcast is made up of 3 elements. The first element is cardboard, which is sports card news. This week we have a little interview as our second element. Nice. And then we're going to finish up with some sports, dude. You ready to rip that motherfucking shit?
Rip that shit. Ooh, I got something kind of cool today.
What you got in your bag of goodies? What you got?
Well, since the high dollar shit's gone.
Or the potential for high dollar shit.
Yeah. I mean, there's still this Star Wars Chrome, so there's an autograph at least down here. And there's a couple other things with maybe some cool stuff. But I thought this would be fun.
Bob Ross.
So these are the Cardsmiths, Bob Ross Trading Cards, Series 1. Not that there will be another series, I don't know. But it's the same guys that made the currency cards that we did the little giveaway. I do have another box, so who knows? Maybe we'll do something cool with that one. But I'm gonna go ahead and tear this one open for the rip that shit today for fun.
Nice.
There's a couple packs in there, so we'll pop this bad boy open.
A little Bob Ross. Is there going to be a happy little tree?
There's got to be at least one happy little tree in there.
Dude, from what you were saying on that, what was it, on Netflix or something? They had a special on him.
Yeah, it is on Netflix. There's a documentary on.
He was kind of a cocksman, huh?
He is a little bit of a cocksmith. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's what he told his son that his smooth voice was actually to kind of seduce the ladies.
Oh, fucking pimp, Daddy Ross. Let me paint a happy little bush down there, Leighton, ma'am.
And then, of course, in the end, the conglomerate that he was a part of stole his name, and I don't know. There's like some people that are kind of pissed off that the money's not going to the right places apparently within his family. So
I gotta watch that. That's gonna be an interesting one.
yeah, you gotta be careful what you sign, man.
Yeah, no shit. No shit. My grandpa, he used to buy all those products. He used to paint all those paintings.
Yeah.
And I mean, he used to buy all the DVDs. I mean, I think they're VHS at that time.
Yeah.
And I used to watch them with them. And like Bob Ross was a big part of my growing up, dude. Like it was a big part of my childhood. So I'm kind of excited. This is dope. There's a fucking happy little tree right out of the gate, son.
Yeah, his son was a big part of the show too. He made a lot of appearances on there and stuff too. And apparently that's who was like supposed to get the money, but somehow or another, something he signed along the way kind of gave the other people that he was partnered with like rights to his name and everything else. So
Yeah.
they started making trashy products with his name on them and just kind of whoring out his name, obviously.
Right. Clearly. People just do things for money. Yeah. And that's just really sad. This week on 90s Movies by Aaron and Jeremy. So this
do
one,
another whole pod about that.
I know, right? This one is the Ebony Sunset.
Yeah.
Ebony and Ivory, if you could see that. This one, this one's a hollow. This is Nature's Paradise. This kind of looks like a Wyoming scape.
Oh, yeah.
Or
those actually have like a kind of hollow shimmer to them.
Nice. That's pretty. And this one is a Glacier Lake. That's dope. And that one's got a little hollow on it too.
Word.
And there's the Bob Ross car. He's rolling in a car. Happy accidents.
Cool.
Sweet.
I mean, obviously, you're not gonna get an auto in there.
All right.
I mean, and I don't think there's any sort of like relics. I mean, I guess there's hits or like parallels. There might be something numbered or something. I don't really know. So we're just kind of. It's for fun.
It's for fun.
We got puzzle card 9 of 9. So on the back of it, it looks like it's turns into another picture or something.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. This one's a part of something, too, that tree.
And we got a secluded beach.
Oh, that's pretty.
Hell yeah, bro. I used to fucking ditch school and fucking watch Bob Ross sometimes.
Dude,
this one looks fucking dope. It's like a red ice refractor kind of thing. Winter Bliss.
Oh, yeah. That's sick.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
How
That's
numbered that should be. Let's see. It's even got the prism curve to it. It is numbered 10 out of 25.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Well, let's see. And then we've got Frozen Solitude. Another little refractor action. And another piece of the puzzle, apparently. 6 of 9, Black Waterfall.
Oh, yeah. I have the piece of the Black Waterfall as well. So
Cool.
we got 2 of those.
All right. This little refractor one kind of is interesting to me. Or this red ice thingy.
Yeah. Numbered, too, right?
Yeah, out of 25. I'm going to jump over here and grab a little sleeve.
Oh, my bad. I hid him behind the whiskey.
You could never hide anything behind whiskey because it's going to get moved every time.
That shit is not staying put.
That's not a very good hiding spot. Shit, who knows? That might be kind of cool to like send off to grade or something. I don't know. It looks like a little something on the edge there.
A little edge action.
I set aside a couple of the currency ones just for fun. I might send to like SGC for cheap, just for the hell of it.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Number 10 out of 25, Winter Bliss. Pretty sweet.
Dope. You got your Bob Ross.
Got my Bob Ross freaking low number.
Got Bob Ross on tonight. Go leave the pod after the pod, smoke a little weed, and watch some Bob Ross. I'm sure they're on YouTube. I bet you can find his episodes.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I got to be on something too. I was talking to Jay, the guy that one of the guys that kind of was turning us onto that Cardsmith stuff to start with John.
Yeah.
And that was that deal where if you completed the entire base set,
Excuse me.
the first 68 people or something like that completed the entire base set and turned it into. I'm sorry, that was rude of me. I didn't say bless you.
Oh, it's all good.
I'm going to hell.
You'll be fine.
And turned it into. You haven't seen Dogma, obviously.
I have.
Okay. Well, I'm not okay. He was gonna shoot her.
That's right. She almost got the smoke.
We're stuck on movies. Sorry, guys.
Dude, Dogma's fucking dope ass movie.
Yeah, it is.
Love that shit.
Anyway, so Jay fucking
Jay goes, I'm gonna smoke that motherfucker like it ain't no thing.
dude, that movie is like line after line is like perf, dude.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's
pretty
probably
good.
his best movie. Honestly.
I think so, in my opinion. That or Chasing Amy. Chasing Amy was pretty good too.
Yeah.
But I think I like Dogma a little bit better.
Word.
Mallrats was dope too.
Word. All right. Remix. But yeah, no, Jay, if you return the entire base set along with a couple of certain parallels or something, I don't remember exactly, you would get a 1-of-1 back from them. So there was like 68 different 1-of-1s, but every single one had a different picture. So it wasn't like 1-of-1, all of the same shit. So
Right.
they sent out all of the 1-of-1s to everybody who returned a full set and shit. So, and he got one. So that was kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah.
He said he sold it for like $1,600.
Oh, no shit. Wow.
Kind of cool.
That is cool.
So I don't know that they did anything like that. That was kind of, long story short, was roundabout a way of saying I don't know that they did anything about that like that for this, but
They did that for the Elon Musk or the currency one?
yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. That is cool.
Yeah. Cool. Odds of finding a gem refractor 1 in 13 packs. I think that's what that was, a gem refractor.
Dude, 400 episodes of Bob Ross. That's a
It was
lot.
on for a long time, like 10 years at least, or no, it was
Holy.
longer than that. Yeah, it was. Jeez, it had to be close to 20 years, I bet.
I wonder if like his original paintings that he did for the show, I wonder if they got auctioned off, or I wonder, that would be kind of cool to have one of those.
Yeah, well, there's kind of like a part of that in that documentary. They're kind of easy to fake,
Right.
because
right.
they're like
pretty basic.
they're
but-
really quick. And
Yeah.
so you can go by. They said you can usually tell by like the signature on there or whatever, but like it's kind of like a thing where it's a little bit hard to tell. And one of the problems is one of the only authorities of supposedly apparently on his signature is obviously one of the people that is like owns his name now. So.
Oh shit.
There was, I think there was even some controversy that they were kept paint. They had like students painting paintings and then signing his name later and selling them and shit still.
Damn.
Even after he died.
Damn.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's all, yeah, it's kind of fucked up, but it's all obviously one side of the story. And,
Right.
you
That's
know,
true. There's always more than one side. So.
But it's still kind of shitty and fucked up. And
Right. Cool. Well, right on, brother. Thanks for ripping that shit.
hell yeah.
Appreciate that. You want to jump into the cardboard?
Fucking A.
All right. So our first topic this week under the cardboard element is about Topps doing their MVP buyback again this season. They did it last year. Of course, your Aaron Judge cards and your Goldie cards, $20 for base cards, and then $40 for refractors, and then it kept going up as like the more the card was lower numbered. I think it went all the way up to like $200 for like under 99 numbered cards. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
But apparently they're doing it again. So they're going to do it again this year. They're going to run it back with the MVPs from this upcoming season. And apparently the ones that they got from last year, they're going to be reinserting them into this 2023 Topps Chrome set. And they're going to be stamped, and they're going to have like some sort of like rarity to them. And they're going to have some of them that are going to get autoed up. What are your thoughts about Topps Fanatics doing this shit again, bro?
No, I think it's a good idea. I think it's pretty cool. Kind of smart of them to announce it early.
Yeah.
Breakers better be shipping out fucking base cards.
No
That's all I
shit,
know.
yeah. No shit.
Yeah. So make sure
Yeah.
you're getting your base cards and your fucking Topps Chrome.
Yeah,
'cause you don't know who that MVP is yet.
Yeah, keep your base, keep them all, because it could be anybody. It's looking like right now. It's looking like Shohei.
Yeah, that'd be a safe bet for sure.
Yeah, Shohei in the AL. Who would you say in the NL right now?
Jeez, I don't even know, man.
Oh, Pete Alonso maybe. He's been crushing the ball.
Yeah, the Mets have been sucking ass, but
They do fucking suck.
kind of hard to put the MVP on a shitty team. Usually.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. We'll have to dive into it a little more. See.
Yeah,
But keep your Shoheis for sure, because
Yeah,
he's doing pretty well. He's on pace for doing something big like that.
yeah, he's gonna go down the books, man.
Yeah. We've been kind of shitting on Fanatics and Topps, more me than you.
Yeah,
We kind of not really shitting on them, but like just pointing out some of the fucking tomfoolery.
yeah,
And this was one of the things that they did do that I thought was a positive. I thought it was a good move.
yeah.
And it brought people into LCSs, and it brought, people in the hobby money to buy cards and to reinvest and stuff. So,
Yeah, I'm curious how the hobby's going to take it. You know what I mean? Are this going to be appreciated? Is anybody going to give shit? About the Aaron Judges in the shit this year, the buybacks and the restamped, and how
Right.
many are they really going to number, or how's it going to go?
right.
The autograph ones, obviously they need to number them. Some of them are already numbered. So are those
Right.
the ones that are going to get numbered, and then what are they going to stamp them twice?
Or maybe the ones
You
that
know
are
what I'm saying?
maybe the
Like-
ones that are numbered are the ones that catch the autos.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you'll still kind of want to stamp it again because you didn't get every single numbered one in. So it'd still be sort of like a limited.
That's true.
You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
would be less than all the ones numbered out of 50. You only probably got 20 of them, or 30 maybe, or whatever.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So then you would still want to probably try and notate that somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, a double stamp. I don't know,
Maybe stamp it on the front. Like
Yeah.
if it's stamped on the back, then stamp it on the front. Like
with a different font or a.
one of 30 something or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
One of 32.
I mean, yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they handle that, or
Yeah.
how exactly what they do with
Mm-hmm.
how they decide to number it or limit. I mean, the obviously they can't. Well, they can reinsert every single one. I doubt they'll reinsert every single card back out.
Like the base cards, maybe.
Every
yeah.
single base card, but who knows?
They might.
And some
They
of them
printed.
have condition issues. They went back and forth.
I'm sure a lot of them would have.
I know the one that I was dragging around for a while. I didn't give a shit about. I just had it in a penny sleeve, and it was in my case back and forth forever until I finally turned it in for.
Yeah.
I don't remember another one. I
Yeah.
think another fucking box of Chrome that I struck out on. I think,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. That's cool. It'd be interesting to see how they do it and what they do,
yeah,
and how much people give a shit about those cards.
that's what I'm curious.
Mm-hmm. Would you give a shit?
Barely, honestly, yeah. I mean, for an auto one, sure. If it was like my guy or something,
Yeah.
more,
Yeah.
sure.
If it was Arenado
If it was
or
an
something.
Ollie, I would care
Yeah.
a little more,
Yeah.
But yeah, a little bit, barely.
Barely.
Do you like it being judge?
Yeah. I would like to get a couple judges.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
Kind of cool. Yeah,
Yeah. I wouldn't mind that at all.
yeah,
It's another something, a little something to console you if you get like strikeout on the box. Like, I'll take that. That's cool.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I definitely got to I'll give Topps and Fanatics props for it because it's a good idea.
Yeah, I wonder how much of a hit they're going to count it as too, or like
Right. If it's like your hit. I mean, if it's
obviously
an
the
auto.
auto would be for sure. Yeah, but
Honestly, like I would prefer that auto over some fucking random rookie pitcher that is never going to do anything.
100%.
At least they're superstars.
Yeah. No, I'd prefer that auto over anything.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And I wonder how the values will be.
Oh,
It'll be interesting.
yeah.
That's kind of
High
cool.
at first, I bet.
Shit usually is. Yeah. And then they come back down to earth.
Mm-hmm.
It was like the Monopoly cards. They went crazy and then
Yeah.
now they've fallen a little bit, but they're still not like crushed. They still do all right. The numbered stuff, and I've seen some PSA slabs on. Looked them up on eBay, and they're still selling for pretty good amount. So they're not crashing. They're just kind of just peak and then kind of drop a little.
If you sold a buyback one with the numbering, and you remember the numbering, and then go back on eBay or something and try and buy that one all the way back.
That
with
would be
auto on it or
sick.
something.
That would be sick.
That'd be kind of cool, though.
I have the 49 out of 99. I want that one.
Yeah.
End up getting it, or you had it, you bought it in a box and bought it in a pack, and then you buy another box, and
Rip
that
it again.
motherfucker can get it again. That'd be so sick.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah. You're like, damn, son, this card is meant to be mine.
No, I think it's a good idea, too. I like it.
Yeah, for sure. So, hats off, Tops. Gotta say, thank you for doing something cool for the hobby. And that's honestly probably my favorite thing that they've done since they've taken over.
I mean, yeah.
Gotta say, I can't think of anything else that
And
I like
it's super,
better.
super smart, bro. Like, people are going to buy that product just to try and hit those fucking buybacks.
Oh, yeah. I bought like at least 4 or 5 more Topps Chrome Blasters when I'd be at Walmart. I just walking through Walmart. I was like, I'll take a chance and see if I can get a buyback, you know?
Yeah.
And I didn't, but I tried.
Yeah.
You know? You buy a blaster for $29.99 and you get a $20 card right out of the gates, you're doing all right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's way more than you normally pull out of a box like that in value, you know? Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty cool, dude. Pretty dope.
Yeah. I wonder if they're fucking sneaky enough to print just a few less, like Shohei's. Keep people buying, trying to hit them.
It's like, we have a budding suspicion that Shohei is going to win this MVP, so we're going to short print the fuck out of him.
And that was like I was watching, and I didn't watch a ton of content and shit, but I was watching an old, I think it was even an older one about the Scotty B cards and how he does like his pop counts and how he figures out the numbers on the pop counts. And, you know, he boasts it all down and says, so then there should be this many of each card.
Right.
Well, that's assuming that they're printing the same number of each card too. That's assuming they're not printing a few extra sheets of fucking rookies or fucking
Right.
There's no proof that
true.
they don't do that. You
That's
know,
true.
obviously Upper Deck did it. You know, it's pretty much proven.
It's
that
pretty
they did.
clear that they,
And there's nothing to really stop them from running an extra couple hundred sheets of the fucking rookie pages, bro.
Dude,
or,
that does,
or less, or you know what I mean?
yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. I bet they print less quarterbacks than they do, like,
They might.
fucking,
I mean,
you know?
it would be kind of smart.
Like, when you're ripping boxes, how many quarterbacks do you pull?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's pretty hard to pull quarterbacks, you know, and you'll get fucking 20 of the same tight end, you'll get 20 of the same defensive player, but no quarterback in like 4 boxes.
That's been the most frustrating shit ever, dude. Like way back in the day, even. And I didn't buy tons, but every once in a while I'd buy a box. And if I was a product I liked, I might buy a second box in a couple days or something. And I know they had to have came out of the same case. Our little LCS wasn't flying through fucking cases and shit.
Yeah.
And get so many of the same fucking shit over and over and over and not get like some of the good cards, bro. And like, what the fuck, dude? Like some packs were like almost identical and shit. And like,
Yeah, for sure.
that was kind of a drag.
Some packs you get 2 of the same card. Like fucking Vita Blue. I used to pull Vita Blue like it was nobody's business, bro. If you would have fucking been a banger, that I'd have been rich. I just would pull a lot of them. There's a few players, you know. A few. Kevin Mitchell was one of them too. I'd pull a lot of Kevin Mitchell cards.
Yeah.
And I liked the Giants, so I was like, yeah, but
Yeah.
I was like, where's the Will Clarks, man? Where the fuck, you know? It wouldn't shock me at all to find out that they print way less of certain players.
Yeah.
It would not surprise me.
No, not one bit.
Yeah, for sure. Like, put that in your pipe and smoke it, Scotty B.
Oh, I know. I forgot to show my shirt.
That shit's sick, dude. Let me zoom in on you. Yeah.
Except for it's kind of ghetto. It's basically like a fucking custom shirt. Can you see it, or do I need to like stand up?
No, you can see it. Totally can see it.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Why so serious?
I wish I was as cool as Mike Malone.
He's pretty cool.
Bro.
He's pretty cool. Yeah. You see that tat he got, and he was like flexing on it and like posting it on IG, and like, I'm like, dude, I love Michael Malone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking. I bought it, and it just looks like they kind of like screenshotted his fucking image off of fucking social media and cropped it and like fucking ran it through a Cricut machine or something. Fucking whatever. It's all good.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It doesn't look that bad. I couldn't tell.
From
that.
farther away, yeah, but if you're up close, you could tell it's like all blurry and shit.
Did you see those kids at the Denver show selling shirts?
Mm-mm.
There was
Don't
a couple of probably about 10, 12-year-old kids, and they were like, "You want to buy a Nugget shirt for $10?"
Like walking around?
Table
No.
to table.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, people didn't always come down our little alley over there.
Yeah. I got hit twice with them. And second time, I almost bought one, dude. I almost bought one. I was like, nah. Nah.
The Nuggets championship shirts?
I didn't even look to see what they had on them. They just said Nugget shirts, and I didn't even look at them. They could have been sick. Could have got a dope ass shirt for $10.
Yeah.
But I don't. This is embarrassing, but I don't normally buy stuff like that because they don't usually have my size. It's like, do you have a fucking pup tent? No, then get out of here.
You don't have any painting tarps? But
Fuck. No tarps. No.
I always get it, and I always try to get an extra a size over too because they're almost always small.
I do too. Yeah. I do too. They normally don't make them in
like
my
this
size.
shirt, I got an extra size.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know how it's going to shrink up.
Yeah, dude, fucking. We'll move on. We'll jump into our second topic under the cardboard, which is about a gentleman named Christian Vang. He was a former Burbank Sports Cards employee, and apparently he got arrested for stealing fucking money from Burbank. He was one of the guys that was involved with, like, in Burbank, I've watched a bunch of YouTube videos about him and stuff. So in Burbank, they have like a little kiosk right in the front of the store. Like, as soon as you walk in, there's a little register there. There's a homie chilling, and they're like, all right, let's see your cards. And then you just bring them the cards, and they fucking comp them out, and then making deals, just buying them, just turning cards over left and right there. And so that they're not plugging up the rest of the shop.
So that's their station to buy cards that are incoming?
Right.
Okay.
Right. One of them.
Gotcha.
And then there's another one that they do in the back for like big cards, and they'll pull you back there so people aren't watching, and you could hand out money. But like for like, you know,
people walking up selling stack of $100 cards. You stand right there in line, and then
even bigger ones. I've seen them like buy $1,000 cards there, but like the big giant bangers, they go to the back.
Gotcha.
But like they had that little kiosk, and they had a line, dude, just constantly a line, buying, fucking shitloads of cards. And apparently one of those guys was like buying the cards and deleting the transaction in the computer system and just pocketing the cash, bro. And he got popped. He got arrested.
So he was taking the cards and the cash?
No, maybe.
Because
he deleted it. He probably did. He probably had to.
Well, the cash was going out. I don't even know. Maybe he was taking the cards. I don't know. He stole cash too?
Mm-hmm.
Either way.
And apparently it was like 80,000 that they could prove.
Yeah.
So it could be way more, you know. Yeah. It could be a whole lot more.
Yeah, you would think a place like that would be able to track it fairly quickly, dude.
You'd hope.
I mean, damn.
Yeah. What is it the hobby, or is it just money that like there's just such like thievery and fucking nonsense all the time, bro? Like, it's pretty constant. You know, we do the pod, we hear stories, we see shit all the fucking time. We're looking, you know, looking for stuff to talk about, and I don't bring up a lot of the negative shit that I see just to not like have a negative pod. You know, I want us to be positive a little bit and have a little, you know, little lighter side of the hobby, but like there's just so much of it.
There's a lot of scumbags out there.
Yeah. You know, do you think it's the hobby attracts that, or do you think it's just money, bro?
Nah, it's the money, and it's the cash. It's because it's so much cash too, I think.
Yeah.
Cash and like an untraceable asset.
Right.
Unless it's numbered, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking autograph and fucking, you know, just PSA 10s even for the most part, or
yeah,
unless they enter the entire fucking code all the way in every single fucking time, you know, fucking.
And people trade them and sell them so often, it's hard to keep track of who has what,
where it came from.
Mm-hmm. You know, you could be making a
deal. I mean, and I don't know, do they make people show a fucking ID when they sell shit?
I doubt it.
When they buy shit, you know what I mean? Like,
I really doubt it.
Maybe on the big shit.
Maybe. At the pawn shop we used to.
Yeah.
You know?
At the pawn shop we did.
We definitely had to. Yeah. Mm-hmm. For PD reasons, you know, and you would think that, you know, they would do that at the shop too.
I don't know.
You know, and I don't know. Maybe it was just because of the pawn aspect of the business.
Yeah.
And if Burbank doesn't offer the pawn aspect, maybe they don't have to. You know.
Yeah.
So that's a good question. That's interesting to know.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, when at the pawn shop when there would be some bullshit, dude. We literally had your ID, we had your picture,
Yeah.
we had your fingerprint. You know, we had your address.
You did a fingerprint?
Yep. If you did a loan or you sold us anything.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Man, yeah.
So I mean, dude, we had everything except for a couple of fucking hairs off your head, pretty much. You know. And if you fucked around there, dude, you were so fucked. Like they would go right to your front door, you know, or people would come and try to do some shit with some guns, like trying to buy a gun or trying to pawn a gun or whatever, redeem a gun. And in the CBI, that's Colorado Bureau of Investigation, it's like Colorado's FBI, they would flag, dude. If they had warrants, if they had any fucking trouble going on, it would flag and they would delay it. And they'd be like, yeah, you got delayed. And then they'd be sitting there chilling, and fucking cops would just show up and just arrest their ass.
Yeah.
And there would be some crazy shit, dude. People would run, get tackled. And, like, it was always something.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So it'd be interesting to know if that's how some of these LCSs do it.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, I've
never seen one.
I've never seen that.
Even, yeah, yesterday I was thinking that, there was this person that we were talking about earlier that, well, we'll talk about that, I guess, here in a bit during the show stuff. But there was somebody that I thought, they had a lot of big dollar cards in a binder. They didn't know what to ask for them and shit. And I was kind of like, I don't know, they jack them from somebody.
Right.
But
makes you wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes you wonder. Because, like, if it's your card, you pulled it, you graded it, people are, like, wanting top dollar for it. They don't want to go below comp. They don't want to do any of that. If somebody's, like, willing to sell it way below comp, you're like,
yeah.
What, dude? Really? So it makes you a little suspicious. But, yeah, I don't know, dude.
Yeah, it's hard to trust anybody, man. And, sometimes I'm a little bit guilty about trusting too many people, but I don't get fucked too much, but like I still should probably pay more attention. I've never been like fucked or at the show or anything like that per se, but like I don't know. I'm a little bit like I don't really watch my boxes.
Yeah.
Somebody pretty much could walk right up, take a handful of fucking cards out of my value box and walk away, and I would never know, dude.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But
Yeah. I try to keep an eye out when you're gone.
Yeah.
If you're gone, I'll just be sitting there like this last show. Well, fuck it. Let's jump into the show.
Okay.
Fuck it. Let's jump into the show. So the third topic under the cardboard is about the Denver Card Show. It's a little recap. They had All Cards Weekend this past weekend in Denver. And, of course, we were there. We attended. We set up tables, and we set up the pod. And we had fucking amazing time. An amazing time. It's always a great show. Jeremy walks away from his table.
Hook me up with the coldie.
You want a cold? Absolutely. But when you're like run to the bathroom or walk away a little bit, I'll just look back and your table will be empty, and I'm like, oh shit, Jeremy's gone. So I'll try to keep a best eye on it the best I can, but sometimes it's tough too.
I get a little wandery.
Yeah. He gets a little little restless and wants
lost puppy.
I'll look back and you're not there. And I'll look down the hallway and you're right there. Oh, he's over there.
I try to stay within at least eyeball distance, and I keep glancing over to my table every few seconds. But then every once in a while I get caught up in a conversation and
start bullshit.
I don't want to be rude and like fucking walk away, or I try to keep looking back. But
yeah.
Every time I see somebody walking up to the table, I scoot on over, and then they fucking walk away as soon as I get back.
They didn't want anything. They just, just looking. I was just looking, dude. But, yeah, dude.
How was just free parking?
How was the show for you, man?
Shit, it was pretty cool, man. There was a lot of the big-time, like, companies in the show were there, like SGC, All, ComC, the Mile High Auctions or whatever.
Yep, JSA.
JSA. I forgot about JSA. Hit Parade was there.
Yeah.
They do a lot of like buybacks and shit like that. And yeah, it was pretty cool. Hopefully maybe we can get Mr. Scanlon on here pretty soon. He's hopefully got some bigger guests coming, or hopefully kind of potentially coming and stuff. So I don't know if he wants to talk about any of that yet, but could be some big things coming to the next year's Denver shows. So that keep your ears peeled for that.
Yeah.
Ears peeled, ears tuned. I don't fucking know. Whatever.
Eyes peeled, ears open.
Yeah.
All that shit. Do all that shit.
Yep.
Yeah. Hopefully, we get some more stuff. There was a bunch of Broncos there signing. There was some celebrities signing, some porn stars.
Porn star.
But it was a great show, man. I had a great time. We had some fun.
Was a couple of bigger of the social media kind of people there too.
Yeah. Justin Gamble was in the house. Jeremy made it on one of his YouTube videos. So
scored a little deal with him.
Yeah. So if you have some time, you want to check it out, jump on there and check out their YouTube channel. They're awesome guys. I made a little deal with Joe Gamble, and we bought like a nice little Justin Fields RPA and a couple of cards off of us. So it was cool, man. Got to meet him, got to talk to him a little bit. They were nice guys. So definitely give them a shout and hit them up and like and subscribe to all their shit too.
Yeah, I told him when we finally came to a deal, I told him he had to come and at least subscribe to the pod, but he said he would, but I don't know.
You never know.
Yeah, I was like, whatever, Holmes. But yeah, they were pretty cool. I tried to at least do a quick shout out to the pod too, and yeah, they cut that out too. They freaking edited it out.
It got edited out.
Like, that's cool. Holmes.
Damn it, we got edited out.
At least you could see my shirt. So not this one. Good thing I was wearing my Rare Elma shirt.
Yeah.
But they were only there for a few hours. I mean, per the video, and then they didn't even make it to trade. They were supposed to go trade night, and and then they had to fly out the next day. So
yeah.
So but either way, it was it was cool to get to do a deal with them. And then there was a couple other guys too. Yeah.
Prism God was there. Mr. Raphael was in the house. They had a table. He actually had a table and was set up, and made a deal with a couple of their friends right out of the gates. Yeah. So. That was pretty neat, man. And our good buddy Charles Velocity Smith was in the house. He was recording. He was doing a bunch of content as well. We were trying to get on and talk to him, but we were breaking down, and time kind of got away from us. But he hung out with us at the trade night, and he was there. He got to do a couple of interviews with some Broncos. So check out his video, Velocity Smith 81, and you'll be able to see the Denver Card Show, and you'll be able to see us in there a little bit. And some of those videos as well. So he's always a great dude. He's a good friend, and hopefully we can do some more stuff. We're probably gonna have him on the pod here and do another little interview with them here coming up soon.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and of course it's always good to see everybody. We went around and tried my best to kind of side out a few people that I could tell were not from here.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of the guys from Alt and places like that, and I tried to get them. I was like, come on, you guys got to listen to the pod and shit. And they all said they would. So, they all seemed actually pretty open to checking it out. And especially once I told them what it was about and how it's not like a lot of the other ones are like super overly informative or like not even informative, but like advice-y. And you know what I mean? And I was like, it ain't even like that at all. Once in a while we might tell you what we might do, but like other than that, we're just bullshit and trying to make people laugh, sipping a little fucking whiskey and chilling and fucking smoking a little dope. And pretty much everybody's like, oh, cool, fucking, it's awesome. And I mean, it was super, super cool, man. Fucking, like we said, fucking gave a bunch of the close homies some shirts and sold a couple shirts and fucking, it was cool, man. Fucking, it was cool to see like the homie Andre fucking always comes up and he told me, oh, every time you guys fucking puff down, it always reminds me to fire it up. And I was like, yeah. Yeah, he got a shirt and like, yeah, man, it was cool, man. So many dudes. Seth fucking made a cool deal with Seth, and I'll show some of the cards. I guess I could show some cards here in a minute. But
yeah, for sure.
It was a fun time, man.
Yeah, it was a great time. Absolutely. We got to go hang out in the lobby, have a couple drinks after Friday night. Whew, tied one on a little bit.
A little tequila sipping.
Some tequila and some whiskey and some beer and all the above. Yeah. And I got to actually hang out with Scotty Schwartz from Christmas Story that night. Yeah, he was there signing autos, and he was in The Toy with Richard Pryor, and he was in a movie called Kidco. I remember that one.
Oh, really? I don't remember that one.
And he was also the boy who got his tongue stuck to the pole in Christmas Story, and got to hang out with him a little bit, bend his ear back, and talk to him, and it was pretty fucking cool. he was a nice guy. He fucking nice guy. And
Yeah.
he was telling me some stories about some of the crazy shit he did, and he actually got into the porn industry a little bit.
Oh, really?
So there was some interesting stories.
Him and old Ginger?
I'm assuming.
It's his old lady, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. Friday night. And then Saturday night, Jeremy and I snuck off and went to the Rockies game and got to witness the most brutal beatdown ever.
Yeah, bro. I've been to a lot of Rockies games, and almost all of them were beatdowns, but that shit was fucking
Unbelievable.
damn.
25-1. We got the smoke
That shit was
25-1.
Apollo Creed and fucking fucking the Russian. What's his name?
Ivan Drago.
Drago, yeah. Oh my god, bro.
That's exactly what it was like.
Woo.
13-run third inning, man. 13 in the third.
It was brutal.
They batted through their order twice in the third. Twice.
Yep. You know, and it was cool to see Trout and Ohtani, of course, and you know that's basically why we went to that specific. I mean, we went because it was in that night, but it was also cool because of that.
Yeah, we wanted to see those guys.
You know, but oh shit. Sadly, but honestly, like that's a lot of the reason you pick the game to go to is because of the team that's in town anymore with the Rockies.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
And who has two thumbs and missed Mike Trout's home run?
oh,
This guy.
3 consecutive home runs on 3 pitches.
Yeah, I missed it because I was getting beer.
I mean, I appreciate the beer. That was pretty good. I mean,
I know.
dope, but
I know. Yeah, they were good, but fuck.
I don't know if they were fucking $18 good, but they're fucking good.
$18 beers, bro. They are tall cans,
Yeah,
so I mean
they're 24.
They're 24 ounces,
It's like
so
2 beers.
so
So like $9 beers.
$9 beer. still pricey for a team that loses.
Yeah, I was just talking shit.
A team that gets waxed 25-1. But yeah, we had even after through the beatdown, it was still a fun time.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was still beautiful.
No, it was cool.
Beautiful night, and you know, it was fun to get out to the ballpark for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
Yeah, note to self and a little advice: don't ever try and take an Uber away from a fucking sporting event.
when there's a George Strait concert going on,
Oh man, we got fucked.
we got fucked. Ended up paying like $70 for an
And
Uber.
had to walk around for like an hour to maybe not quite that.
Close to
A little
that.
bit, yeah.
Close to that.
Either way, it was still a fucking great time, bro. Fucking by the time we got back, fucking, I was toast. I was ready to fucking chill.
Yeah, I was too. I went passed out.
And then we had a great Sunday, man. Fucking made a whole bunch of deals. Almost made more deals. Fucking then we had the trade night at the Hobby Source that night.
Yep, the Hobby Source is LCS in the Denver area, right in the heart, right there, and close to downtown, near Evans and I-25.
Yeah, it was pretty much right off I-25.
right off the highway. And our buddy Steve and Walker over there, and what's the other gentleman's name?
Cole.
Cole. We went in there and got to do little trades. Jeremy and I actually did a trade. We hadn't traded in a long time, so we dug through each other's cases and made a little trade.
Yeah, it was fun, man. Made a bunch of deals that night.
Yeah, and it was a good time. And they had a really awesome chef there. He was barbecuing and grilling. And
Chef Fam, I believe his
I
name was.
believe that's what it was.
So if you're from up in Denver, you may have heard of him. Apparently,
Yeah.
he's a bit of a
He's a bit of a big deal.
yeah. I mean, and that shit was the bomb, bro.
It was fire, bro.
Bro, and I know you had the Vietnamese pork sandwich too, and that shit was so fucking flame. And I don't know, I had to look in the back to make sure my grandma wasn't back there making the potato salad too, because that shit was fucking flame.
It was good.
But
Yeah.
I'm telling you what, you missed out on that chicken sandwich, dog.
Did I?
I got Steve offered me a chicken sandwich for the road, and I was like, "Fuck it, man! I'll eat a chicken sandwich when I get home." Fucking, I know I'm gonna have the munchies and shit, bro. And
Yeah.
it made it about halfway home with me because that. Did you get stuck in that traffic?
Fuck yeah.
That shit sucked.
Fuck yeah.
So when I was fucking stuck in that traffic going about a mile an hour, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna tear down." Oh my god, bro, Chef Fam, Steve, dude, that was the best chicken sandwich I ever had in my life. So-
Nice.
And that was like, I don't know, at least a half hour after I left.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it was still crunchy
It's still good.
and delicious. And
Damn, did it make you go?
fuck yeah, dude! I turned down, I rolled down my windows to just chill and take in some fresh air, and I was jamming some fucking old school fucking hip hop and shit. Fucking, I mean, it was a little older than Wu-Tang even, but
Nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it was fucking dope.
That's cool. That's cool, bro. Yeah, it was.
Even Josh got one of the fucking shirts, homie.
Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, dude, fucking great time. Big shout out to the Hobby Source. All the boys down there. They didn't let us pay for anything. So
Yeah.
we appreciate you guys and mad love. And we will be back soon for sure.
Okay. Shit, I might as well do a quick little S&T.
Oh, yeah? You going to do a little show and tell?
A little show and tizzy,
Little-
take it back to kindergarten.
A little shizzle tizzle?
So the first fucking pickup, actually, and wasn't even a pickup. It was a gift from the homie Jorge. And he didn't even know, but I've actually talked about it on the pod a time or two. Actually, we talked about it just a week or two ago when we were kind of talking about rainbows. I have probably at least 30 or maybe more. Maybe next week I'll bring them since we won't have a card show to talk about, and I'll just kind of show some of my parallels of this card. And you know, they're not worth a bunch of money or anything like that, but it's just cool. I loved this fucking pose for some reason. I've got actually the 1-of-1 from the holiday, and basically technically the rainbow, I guess, of that, the 1-of-1, the 25, and the 50, and the 100. I don't fucking know, but
yeah.
Either way, I'll bring a few more, and he didn't even know I needed this card. It's the gold wave numbered out of 50, so I mean, chrome gold is always fucking dope.
Yeah.
No matter what, and he just hooked it up because he's a cool dude. He knows I love Arenado, and I mean, it looks clean as fuck too. Not that I would even necessarily need or want to grade it, but
You know it's a solid copy.
it's fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
So appreciate that, dog. This one I got from our buddy Seth in up in Wyoming. He traded me this for a stack of other, I think, Bronco cards, or I don't remember exactly what all we traded back and forth. And this is a Javonte Williams building blocks Spectra. I don't remember what this is called. I want to say it's not tie-dye. It's a I don't know. It's got like a kind of trippy pattern, almost like a psychedelic. Maybe that's what it's called, psychedelic. I don't know. It's numbered out of 5 though, 2 out of 5. Pretty cool card. It's a triple relic, I guess you would call it. It's got a football and a nice little patch and kind of a little napkin in there, but
Oh, yeah. That's sick.
pretty sweet little card.
Yeah.
And I thought this was a fun one. It's not really worth anything, but it's one of Brett Favre's cooler rookie cards.
Nice. What's that? That's a Pacific?
Yeah, so this is 1991 Pacific. Well, this is another one. Speaking of ditching school earlier, I ditched school one time, and I want to say, I think it was 91. 91, I would have been a sophomore. Ditched school, went and spent some fucking paper out money at the little LCS. It was on Thatcher, kind of. I can't remember what the heck the name of it was called. But it was over there on Thatcher, kind of like
By Dutch Clark?
No, it was more up, going towards like the park, kind of like on the other side of the park, you know, where Thatcher goes past the park on the in between the golf courses and shit. It was like on the big curve there, and there's like a little shopping center kind of with like some other goofy shit in there.
Oh,
like a hookah lounge there or something now. There was an LCS there for, I don't know, a couple of years way back in the day. Anyway, I bought a box of that shit. Went and walked all the way home from there, which was a pretty good walk from there to my crib on Cedar. Couple miles.
Oh, yeah, that's a good walk.
It's a good couple miles, and I stopped in the park, and I ripped the whole fucking box, and then I had to sneak it into the house because my dad would have fucking been pissed if he just saw me. I was supposed to be at fucking school, dude. I'm going to show up with a fucking box of fucking football cards and shit. So I had it, like, kind of tucked in my shirt, and I had my shirt kind of, like, tucked in, and I had this box full of just ripped cards tucked back in the packs and then shoved back in the box. And I had it kind of, like, under my shirt, and I was, like, kind of, like, trying to walk in the house all cool, all sideways and shit. My dad's like, what the fuck you doing, dude? And fucking they just, some of the packs just flipped out and landed on the fucking floor, and I was just like, oh,
Busted.
and he's like, what the fuck is that shit? And I was like, oh, yeah, I had it outside, and I just was bringing it in, and I like fucking
Lied your way.
basically kind of lied my way out of it. He knew, like, I was probably
He knew
bullshitting,
something was
you know,
up,
but He
yeah.
was just like, whatever. Anyway, this is one of the cooler, probably about the only card in that set I would imagine. Oh, actually, I think there might be Brock Lesnar rookie in that.
Oh,
I want to say there's a Brock Lesnar Vikings card in that.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a sick card.
And I'm pretty sure back in the day it was one of those sets that had like a million errors in it, shit.
Yeah,
too. So like
I'm
some
sure.
people used to collect the master set, and some of the errors were kind of worth money. But anyway, it's just a fun card. And then we'll go to a couple of cool UFC pickups. Picked up quite a bit of UFC, but these were the best ones, obviously. We got a 2022 Optic Patty the Batty. This is a Dominators Red. I'm pull it out of the sleeve. They look a little better on camera out of the sleeve. Plus that sleeve was a little funky. I'm going to have to put it in freshy. But it's a SGC 10. So this one's numbered out of 99.
Oh, that's dope. That's cool.
So thought that was pretty cool. Nice little pick. I picked that up at trade night from Darius. I'm almost positive.
Oh, Darius is so
Yeah,
fucking cool.
so-
Yeah.
did a nice little deal with him. I'm pretty sure we've done a deal. I've done a deal or two with him before at a show, But yeah, he's a cool dude. For sure. Did you do a deal with him too?
No, I didn't get a chance to look at his cases.
So let's see. We've got the next one I got was the Islam Makhachev Kaboom, which was the one that I wasn't able to pick up a show or two before. Was able to get it actually for quite a bit cheaper, so works for me.
Nice. That's sick, dude.
I'm gonna have to double check that one, but it's likely on its way to PSA soon.
That card's badass, dude.
And then we've got, speaking of my Izzy tie-dye that I was regretting selling, I believe last pot or two, picked myself up a gold. So, screw that tie-dye. Oh, shit. That's the third time I hit that damn cord.
It's all good, dude.
I have to get a little bungee one on there.
I love gold.
We do love gold. This is numbered 3 out of 10. It's got a cool little patch on there. It's some part of some kind of logo or something. Whatever.
That's sick, dude.
Pretty sweet. I
That's
haven't dug around on it too hard, but it looks pretty clean. Who knows? I usually don't instantly look at the thick cards to be graded. I'll look at them later, but I don't buy them with the intention of grading.
Right.
Them usually.
Right. Unless you love sevens.
Yeah. But yeah. So those are my nicer UFC stuffs. I did have a chance at a GSP gold frame, numbered out of 10, but wasn't able to quite figure anything out. There was this lady there selling them for her brother who didn't really know what he wanted for them. He was a little confused, and I don't think he quite knew what he had. He kind of was figuring it out that he did have more as he went, and then didn't. I think he talked himself out of selling them. So. Yeah. I don't know. Kind of sucked for me because I had a chance at making a good deal and I kind of fucked it up because I let her walk away to start. But either way.
Yeah.
Speaking of thick cards with a nice grade, these Origin cards are fairly thick. This is a 2020 Origin CD Lamb rookie autograph with a 10 on it.
Nice. That's sick.
So pick that one up at trade night. I'm pretty sure I did a lot of good deals at the trade night. Speaking of the deal that we did, basically one of my plans for this weekend, and I didn't succeed in any of it until Sunday, was pick up a couple of nice UFC cards and to try and pick up some quarterbacks, some football quarterbacks to get ready for fucking football season coming up. Try and switch out some of my other shit for football quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Well, Sunday, bam. This is part of our deal.
A little Hurts.
Little Jalen Hurts, Origins auto on card with a beautiful auto. Traded that back and forth with a bunch of other stuff. I don't know that I brought anything else out of it. I think I did, but for some baseball, some Otanis and some other stuff. So
Some Otanis, yeah.
it was a cool little deal there.
Jordan.
I haven't had a nice Hurts card since. That Jordan. That's a cool card.
Yeah, that card's badass.
I had a Hurts Mosaic, like the first week that came out. I pulled that in a break with Iron Lion, and I should have got that one fucking graded.
Yeah.
I ended up selling it for $1.50 or so when it was kind of trying to go up and down, up and down, up and down, and it kind of went back up for a second. So I sold it for that $150, and I don't know, that's probably a couple $100 card now too. I imagine.
I would imagine.
I mean, it's a sticker, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a silver. It was a silver too.
Silver auto. Yeah. Was it numbered?
Mosaic. It wasn't numbered, but
No.
it wasn't base.
Mm-hmm.
It was either way. So then we got the Stellar Rookies. It's a Rookies and Stars, but it's Stellar Rookies. Justin Fields, numbered out of 149.
That's cool. That's a pretty looking card.
Yeah, I kind of like them. I don't think they're like overly sought after per se or anything, but a numbered rookie card,
Numbered
quarterback rookie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty.
we'll take it. Desmond Ritter. This is I don't even know, some sort of velocity, something or another. It's numbered out of 50. This is going to be out of Phoenix, and this is numbered out of 50. I don't even know. Somebody knows what that is, just tell me.
It looks like a laser. It looks like a velocity.
It does look like
a velocity pattern, but they call it different sometimes in different
'cause this
different
is Phoenix,
sets. Yeah.
Who knows? But yeah, this is probably one of the better ones. This is a 2018 Select Josh Allen Field Level, PSA 10.
Oh, that's dope. Nice.
So I'll have to double check the pop count on that. And I want to actually what I want to do is compare that versus all the other levels and see really
see where it's at,
how big of a difference it is between each level.
Mm-hmm. I can tell you
how SP it truly is.
The premier level is about a $200 card.
Yeah, I think that one we had it about 3.
Mm-hmm. So. I think that's 3. We have one.
But I was more talking like about the pop count per se.
Oh, gotcha.
But what were you about to say?
Nothing.
You said we have something.
Oh yeah, we have
I cut you off.
No, it's all good. We have the premier level PSA 10.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You don't happen to know the
pop? I don't. I haven't looked it up. On those ones, I don't really look them up, and I should. You know what I mean? I
was
should.
just more curious than anything.
Yeah.
99.
Yeah, that's pretty low pop.
Good. Yeah, that's pretty good. A lot lower than a fucking Prism.
Yeah, no shit.
So that's probably lower than Prism Silver, yeah?
I would imagine. Yeah. I would imagine.
Either way. So I got this one from... so these cards came in a trade. Most of those cards came in a trade from a little dude at the trade night at the Hobby Source named Fletcher. So
dude, Fletcher.
Cool little homie.
Yeah, Fletcher was awesome.
Good to meet you if you happen to listen. And I know your uncle said you guys might check it out. So
and his uncle was such a nice guy.
Yeah. Cool people. Everybody there was all real cool people, man. Mm-hmm. Good people, man. It was nice to meet everybody there. I told everybody there almost, I think, about the pod. And hopefully you guys listen. Maybe we get a few new listeners. And, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
Picked up this 2020 Mosaic stained glass Lamar Jackson from the homeboy Dom. That was a little last-minute doorbuster on my way out the door. I told him I had a few bucks burning a hole in my pocket and told him what you got, and he gave me that. And I'm 99% sure he bought that card off of me.
I want to say he did.
About a year ago.
I'm pretty sure he did.
So, I don't know. I'm going to have to kind of take a little quick look and see why it got an 8.5. Maybe that might be something to take a look at and send to somebody else. But either way, pretty cool. Kind of I like those. It's an SP kind of
case hitty thing. Yeah.
2020 Panini XR Orange Justin Herbert out of 99, SGC 9.5.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I mean, I got at least one card. It seems like there's another Lamar Jackson rated rookie, PSA 10.
Lamar.
It's just a base. I don't know, like $100 card or something. Not even, I don't think, $80, I think, or whatever. But I think there's a Trevor Lawrence portrait, Don Russ, PSA 10. Another one that's, maybe a $50, $60 card. Nothing crazy, but.
Yeah, they used to be canvas, and now they're portrait. Yeah,
it's canvas also.
It's the texture, but they used to be called canvas. Yeah, and then that year, 2021, they started calling them portrait for some reason. But
it's a different picture, yeah.
Yeah, because that's his college. That's his college picture there.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, he's in Clemson attire.
He is.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
yeah, I didn't even look at it that much. I just kind of was like, whatever. PSA 10 of a kind of up and coming quarterback for cheap. And I got it in the trade.
It's weird that in that product they put him in the college uniform for the portrait.
Yeah.
But that's a pro uniform set.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But it's cool though. It's definitely dope.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I got one PSA 10-ish or almost, pretty equivalent or lower numbered, low-ish numbered or autograph of just about every quarterback you could want besides maybe Purdy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think.
You got it pretty in the trade with me too.
Did I get that one?
Mm-hmm. It's like
I did. I didn't bring it. It was a green.
A green something.
Green scope or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I should have brought that one and showed it. You're right.
You did get it pretty.
I sure did. I got one, and that was number 2, huh?
No, I don't think that one was number.
Okay.
No.
But,
But it's dope.
I got almost just about every quarterback that's kind of semi-sought after right now. And
nice. Yeah, nice pickups.
Picked all that up on Sunday almost. So
dope. That's a hell of a Sunday.
Sunday was a good day, man. The trade night was really, really fun. Obviously, we didn't make it to the trade night at the show because we were at the Rockies game.
Yeah.
Friday night, there wasn't anything other than a bunch of whiskey in the lobby. And, yeah, good thing there was no throw up in my toilet that night. Could have been. It was close.
It was a close one. It was a close one.
But, yeah. No, it was a great fucking time.
Yeah. Awesome time. I would do some pickups, but I forgot my pickups at home.
Oh, man. What was the best one?
The best one.
Or your favorite, or whatever.
The best one, like dollar value wise, was a Steph Curry 2010 gold standard auto, like a patch auto.
That was sick.
That one was out of 199, and then we picked up a nice Joker. It was 2020, 2021 flawless out of 25, and it was a patch auto, and the patch was nasty. 3-color patch.
Game used too?
Game worn. Yeah, it was sick, and it was in a BGS 9, I believe.
Yeah, that was a pretty card.
Pretty sweet card. And we got that RPA, that limited RPA from our homie Abdullah. Ended up making that deal happen. That deal's been in the works for like 2 months.
Yeah.
And we ended up making that deal happen. Ended up grabbing that. That one is a true RPA. Not true RPA, but it's an RPA. And that one is also in the BGS 9.
Yeah.
But those are the 3 real big pickups. And, yeah, it was awesome. Picked up a whole lot of other stuff. A bunch of baseball and a couple of boxes. We ended up getting Mr. Brant Benner ended up grabbing a nice box that had a PMG in it, a red PMG.
Oh, wow.
And picked up some nice pickups, man. It was pretty good.
Cool.
For sure. For show.
What sport?
What's that?
The PMG.
Football. I can't remember the player. I cannot remember it right now. But it's pretty cool. But yeah, we did well. Had a lot of fun. Met a lot of new people. And Denver card shows are always dope, dude. They're never a dull moment. Big shout out to Mr. John Scanlon and Mr. Michael Fruitman for putting on that show and doing everything that they did. There countless hours and countless miles that they put on their feet, walking around putting out fires the whole time. Big shout out to you guys for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but that being said, you want to drink a little whiskey?
I guess, bro. Still sweating that fucking Friday night out.
Still sweating it out? I work outside, so
I'm just playing.
I was able to sweat it out pretty good today.
I was being sarcastic.
Clank. Right on, dude. What's the opposite of a shout out?
A call out?
A call out. Here's a call out to the bartender. To the bartender at the lobby. We were drinking Woodfords because they had some. We finished the bottle, and he didn't want to go to the back and get another one, man.
Fucking chump.
Call out on you for not going and getting us some more Woodford when we were definitely wanting some.
Had a fucking resort to Crown. Ew. I'm just kidding.
So this is for you,
I don't
bro.
know by the time I
I
got
wish I had more hands so I could give those titties 4 thumbs down.
By the time I got there, you guys had already polished it off and fucking I was on the Crown with you guys.
We got started on the Crown. But yeah, it was a great time, man, for sure. But whenever you have customers that want to buy some stuff, you just go get it for them, man.
Yeah.
Go get it.
Yeah.
Your tip would have reflected.
I would have to go to the back.
We have another bottle, but it's like way over there.
Yeah.
So, want something else?
Fucking punk.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
It was lame.
I'm just serious.
I'm just right on the nose.
He did stay a little late, I think, right?
He did.
You know?
He did. Half hour late. And what kind?
Forced a steak on me. He guilt tripped me into a steak.
Well, what bar shuts down at 10?
That was what was whack to me, dude.
10?
Yeah, on a Friday.
On a Friday night?
Mm-mm.
That was
we were the only customers.
true. And there was a few other.
There was a couple other people still hanging
sitting
out
at the
in
bar.
there.
There's a few
I don't
other
know how much
guys.
they were drinking, but yeah,
They were.
there was still at the
they're
bar.
still
even,
at the bar.
actually. Absolutely, yeah, there was. Now that you say that,
Yeah. Not many, maybe like
Nah.
four or five, but
our
there's.
table was definitely the life of the party. But
Oh, we were gigging. Absolutely, but 10 o'clock. Lame.
all around one little fucking two top.
Yeah.
There was like at one point about 8 of us fucking all circled around one table that fucking
It was.
probably could hold 6 beers.
We maxed that table
I
out.
ate off of that motherfucker. I was like,
Trying to eat on top of this beer can. Like. Yeah, fuck yeah. Great time. And let's throw, now that we're talking about the Denver Card Show, let's throw on our little a commercial for our sponsor, who is the Denver Card Show. So we'll throw that on, and we'll be right back with y'all.
Word.
This podcast is brought to you by Denver Card Shows. Come find your grail and chill with some of the dopest people in the hobby. For more information, check out denvercardshows.com. Let me ride with everybody saying. Next Denver Card Show is going to be in August, end of August. I want to say the 26th and 27th. I'm not sure, though. I have to check those dates. But next one's coming in August, and he did announce that the December show is going to be an all-cards show. So it's going to be a 3-dayer.
Oh.
December 8th, 9th.
So what is
7th,
that?
8th, 9th, I believe.
It's going to be an all-card show. What does that mean?
That means it's put on with him and Fruitman, and it's going to be 3 days.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
them together is all cards?
I believe so.
I guess.
I believe so.
Okay.
That's my understanding, but I could be wrong. But December's going to be on and popping, so come on to Colorado. Come on down. Check that motherfucker out. There's going to be a lot of bangers in there. There was some fucking sick-ass cards at this Denver show. There, I saw some cards I never thought I would ever see. And,
Yeah. Fucking A. There's some ridiculous shit, man.
yeah.
There was 2 tables specifically. There was the table that they highlighted in that video.
Yeah.
And then there was the table Exquisite Cards, I want to say.
Exquisite Cards, yeah.
Holy moly.
That table made my knees knock together,
I don't know
bro.
who was the other table, but that
one was
crazy
a
too.
banger table, too.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one. I
Honestly, I didn't either.
Yeah, I didn't see
They
that
were
one.
along the wall somewhere, but
They were, like, right there. Like, direct.
close to us. Huh?
Yeah, you know where Prism God was set up right there?
No, I didn't either. I didn't kind of
where-
get to that part of the room.
Where we were,
Yeah.
they were, like, right across at the next booth across from us, and then that banger table was right across from them. So it was like, I could have threw a football. I could have, I could have hit him with a football for sure. But, yeah, dude, there's some smoking cards on those tables. That Exquisite Card table, I fucking almost passed out. I was like, Jesus Christ.
I told you. I know. I walked over and I was like, dude, that's fucking gross over there.
Yeah, it was gross.
It
That's
was
the
like-
perfect way to explain it. It was gross.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah. Made me feel very inadequate. But no, definitely a great time, bro. Had a great time. Shout out to everybody once again, and next time go check it out if you didn't. Definitely be there, motherfuckers.
Yes, sir.
But you want to talk about the ESPN article, dude?
Oh, you know what I forgot to bring out that I wanted to show that I thought was super cool I'll bring it next time. The Death Star blueprints that I got from Uncle Drew.
Yeah, that's badass.
Yeah, those were cool.
Yeah. Shout out to Uncle Drew as well.
Always.
The homie. Bringing me a Jack Clark article instead of a Will Clark. But it's all good because the intention was there, and that's what matters.
Uncle Jack.
Uncle Jack. For sure. But you want to hit up about that ESPN article that you sent me today?
Oh, we can?
Yeah. So today on ESPN.com, there was an article that was put out about box breaks, basically, taking over the memorabilia collector's hobby, and it was really interesting read.
It was actually even a little bit like a history on it almost.
Yeah. It was like how it started, how it got its start, and how it is kind of like one of the main things going on in the hobby right now. And that's pretty mainstream, bro. Like ESPN hits it up there. You know, it's getting out there. The word is out.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on ESPN doing an article on the hobby like that, bro?
It kind of caught me off guard, honestly. At first, I thought it was going to be real promotion-y and stuff, and it kind of wasn't. It even actually, you know, it highlighted a lot of Leighton for the most part. That's kind of who they were talking about, and what they do it and how they do it. But they kept hinting at the gambling stuff,
right?
Kind of a lot of the stuff that we've been kind of talking about and hinting on, you know, over the last couple, I don't know, years.
Yeah,
at this point,
it's been a couple of years,
at least a year, you know, and they kept kind of hinting at it, but you know, obviously, you know, they even said, you know, even Leighton doesn't like to use the G word,
right?
They called it,
right?
And you know, but the funny thing was, even one of his responses was, well, even buying a box is gambling.
Yeah.
Well,
There you go. There you go, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is gambling, dude.
Yeah.
Buying the box, breaking the box. It doesn't matter how you fucking do it.
No.
If you're fucking splitting it up and sharing it, it's still fucking the same thing.
It's still a little bit of gambling.
Yeah.
Dude, when you buy...
And breaking isn't necessarily any worse than just buying the box.
Right.
Which is, I guess, what maybe a lot of people kind of imply, or a lot of people say, oh, breakers are ruining the hobby or whatever. It's not any more of a gamble, or much more of a gamble to buy a break spot than it is a box. It can be when people are raping you for the spot.
Right.
You know, if it's broken down to very similar, close to the price of what you could go buy a box for, if it's a big enough breaker and they're buying at wholesale prices, they can still sell the spots for pretty close to the retail breakdown of a hobby box if you're able to go buy it at the store yourself.
Right.
You know.
Right.
If they're the smaller guys, they have to tack it on. Next thing you know, the total of the break is $300-400 more than if you could just go buy the box at the store.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So, and that's a lot of what I think, you know, Fanatics is going to try and hopefully kind of get rid of, and some of that, you know.
Yeah, if they're going to be running the break game, pretty much they're going to be able to make the prices, and it's going to be kind of controlled a little bit, it seems like. And if they can control the prices a little better, it might be easier for more people to get involved and have some fun doing some breaks too. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It might be a good thing. It really might.
Could be.
I hear a lot of people flipping the fuck out about, Tops and Fanatics are trying to control. They're trying to crush LCSs. They're trying to do this. They're trying to do that. You know what it kind of is they're trying to make it better for us.
Yeah.
And if the LCSs, and from everything I've heard, like that last thing that they put out, like the different contract, like LCSs can't break, they can't sell online, they can't sell business to business. Everything
You can
I've been
break, but you have to sell the spots in the store.
right, but everything I've been hearing is that they have separate licensing for that.
Yeah.
and LCSs can buy those licenses too. So it's not.
That's kind of what I was saying.
Yeah. So it's not like they're shutting that off. They're just saying you can, but your
It's probably going to cost you more.
your allocation for that is this through this avenue, and your allocation for that is through this avenue.
Yep. You
So
ship for the stores for the store.
right,
And that's it.
exactly, and we can kind of control the prices better that way, and that makes more sense.
Yeah.
They're not trying to fuck LCSs. Why would they want to fuck an LCS? Why would they really want to do that?
Yeah.
It's not really advantageous for them. So I don't know. There's a whole lot of stuff. A lot of that is going on in the different pods I've been listening to. They talked about it in Nonsense a couple of times, and and they're actually pretty in the know. Like that, honestly, like they know people at Fanatics, they know people at Tops, they know people at Panini.
Yeah, and why would they want to sell it to you so that you could do the same thing that they're going to do with it?
Right, exactly.
It's the same argument that we have when somebody walks up trying to buy your cards off of you for 75%.
Right. Right. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to buy at 75%. Why would I do that? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It can on some cards if you buy them like big lots and you get like good prices.
Sure.
But
sure.
For the most part, I'm not trying to do that, dog. And neither's Fanatics.
Yeah.
They're not trying to do that either. So, before, you hear shit that comes out before you know exactly what's going on, don't freak out, man. Don't freak out. And I understand people have businesses and they have a lot of money invested, but it's going to be all right, man. As long as you
fucking put their little logo on your shirts. And don't sell any Panini products in the store. Or if you do, you have to have them like on the back room, on the back shelf. You can't even talk about them.
Right.
Dude, kind of like this Northside Walmart still does with their fucking cards, bro. They still have them back behind the fucking...
They do.
And now, at least I'm tall enough. I used to be able to look over that wall behind there. Now they put up a fucking, like...
I can't see them.
A glass fucking thing like they used to have at the fucking Kmart fucking... in the Kmart dining room, you know what I mean? In the Kmart restaurants, remember those?
Oh,
and
my
they have the little
God.
glass dividers in between the fucking booths and shit.
Yep.
They have that along the fucking thing behind the fucking tobacco counter. Because you used to be able to go behind them and look over and see. And I had to even get up on my tiptoes to see the bottom shelf. And I'm fairly tall, dude. I would go back there, and there was almost never nothing back there.
Yeah.
But dude, I went and I was like, what the fuck, dude? Now they blocked that off so you can't even go see.
You can't see what.
So I got to go stand in that fucking line and wait fucking 4 or 5 people deep, and then, what kind of cards do you have? And they're like,
exactly exactly what they do.
I mean, they don't fucking want to deal with that shit
exactly
either, bro.
what
They're
they
just
do.
making it harder for everybody, even the employees, and they don't have to keep it like that anymore.
No.
I get why they did it like that for a minute to keep people happy or whatever the
Well,
fuck.
you know why they specifically do that at the North Side Walmart? Because I snitched.
What do you mean?
I snitched, bro.
What do you mean?
Back during the pandy, I was fucking going over there in Target. I was getting up at 4 a.m, and I was going over there, and I was trying to buy boxes. And fucking, I went to Walmart, bro, and I was in line, and I saw a fucking employee walk out with like 6 bags full of fucking cards.
Ooh.
Like, it was clearly Prism.
Yeah.
And I was like, this motherfucker bought all the Prism.
Yeah.
So my aunt has worked at that Walmart for like almost 40 years.
Damn.
She's an OG there, like OG. And I told her, I was like, hey, I was like, you know, the sports cards that they sell there. And I was like telling her the whole thing, explaining it to her. And I was like, and this motherfucker that works there walked out with all of them.
Yeah.
And we couldn't get any of them.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'll talk to the store manager.
Oh, shit.
So it's because of me, bro. And it's like,
I mean, and that's cool to keep them behind the counter, but they keep it to where you can't even see them.
they
bro.
have them on lock now.
Yeah, bro. They
It's
have
like,
it to where it's like almost like a secret fucking a secret that they
It's
even
almost
have them
like-
back there, and then you have to.
it's almost like porno.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's like
dude.
porn. It's like,
yes.
bro, just,
Yep.
just let me see him now.
Yeah.
Let me see him. I gotta see him.
At least if they put them on the wall behind them, but they have them like behind it to
Like-
where you can't even see them.
Like they're facing it, and you're like looking that way. Yeah, for sure.
And they don't know what the fuck any of that shit is.
So
bro.
that's probably my fault, bro. It's probably my fault.
Let's jump him.
Man, let's jump.
But I got pissed. I was fucking pissed. I was like, dude, I waited in line for an hour and a half, and this fucking dickhead walks out with all of it. And I was like, dude.
Jump that motherfucker.
Yeah. He was, dude, and that was during the pandy. He was killing it.
Oh, I bet.
He was selling those prison boxes for $100 all day long, but more.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, fuck you.
And I think they were 25 still back then too.
I'm sure I think they were 20.
Might have been 19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so fucking pissed. And if you're gonna do it, dude, walk out of the other door. Walk out of the back. Don't walk out in front of the line of assholes that have been there since 4 a.m. camping out, dude. Don't you did it to yourself.
Oh man.
Motherfucker. I was so mad. But my
Did you
my
see
bad.
that? There was that video where they fucking were about to jump that fool that was doing that one time.
I
They
did,
busted
yeah.
him in the self checkout.
I did. I think you showed me that. Yeah, for sure. Dude, he was treacherous during the pandy. Getting Prism and select boxes. It was no joke back then. It was a real deal. And there'd be people that'd be fucking. I would get there at 4, and there'd be 5 people already there, and they would have fucking their lawn chairs. They'd been chilling, looking at their phone. Like, damn, I'm not even the first one here.
They got solar panels and shit.
They would open up at 8, dude. I would go there and like wait for 4 hours
Wow.
and then they started limiting.
Yeah.
So if you went in, you can get like 2 blasters and
Two of
two
each product or
cellos,
something.
or like,
Yeah.
and there was some fools that were getting Pokemon, so that was dope because I wasn't getting any of that. So they were like, they would waste their turn on Pokemon. And I'm like, oh yeah, there's more sports cards for me. Yes, more for me, more for me.
You're like watching each person. You're like, motherfucker.
I think there's some select boxes in here that are from that. Honestly, yeah.
Probably.
But yeah, dude, it was crazy back in those days. But I don't know. We'll see, man. You know, mainstream shit. ESPN.com talking about breaks.
Yeah. Kind of crazy.
It's kind of crazy. So keep your eyes out on check out that article. Give it a read. It's a good read. And yeah.
I saw actually Ruben on ESPN today too, doing another different interview for. It wasn't necessarily sports card related, but they talked about it just a little bit. It was him and Eli Manning.
Oh yeah.
And I can't remember exactly what they were promoting together. I think just the Fanatics brand, I guess.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if they just happened to coincidentally both be guests on the show or what, but I think I was just flipping through and happened to catch it, and they were both on there, and they were kind of chatting back and forth, and they talked about Eli and some of the stuff he's doing with Manning and the StatCast and all that shit. I mean, the Manning Cast or whatever and all that. And Ruben had said something about, obviously he mentioned cards and collectibles and all that, and then Oh, that's what they were talking about was the gambling. I think
Right.
because Eli does the Caesars ads and all that.
That's
and,
right. Yeah, he does.
That's what they were talking about was how Fanatics is jumping into the online gambling shit.
Right.
And he had mentioned something, and it was just a quick little sentence or whatever, but he had said something also about, and pretty soon you'll be able to watch your favorite sports too. So almost implied that they're going to be jumping into like streaming and shit.
No shit.
Yeah, he said they want to be the one-stop place for anything digital sports-wise, basically.
Yeah, makes sense, man. That's smart business. So yeah.
Eventually there'll be a Fanatics Plus or whatever channel or some shit probably.
Fanatics channel. Yeah. Dude.
And why not? You're already going to be streaming breaks and shit all day long. You're going to have the fucking, just make it a channel on your fucking break channel, I guess.
Damn.
On your break platform.
Right. Yeah. Wow.
I don't know. Crazy.
Fanatics taking over the world.
Right.
Taking over the world.
Yeah. It's crazy how you start, all that stuff is just kind of starting to pop up all and everything. Flipping through the channels. And before, you wanted to see anything about cards, you got to Google that shit. You got to fucking research a little or at least type something into YouTube or something. For it to just be kind of popping up on TV now it's kind of cool, kind of crazy, kind of,
Yeah.
It's kind of, we'll see what
Yeah.
happens,
Hopefully it brings more people in. I would like to see more people come into sports cards. I honestly would. That'd be cool. That's just good for everybody. If you want to increase value and rarity of your cards, you need more people that want them. So you need more like...
if you want to increase the demand, the only way is if more people want them, I
yeah,
guess.
you got to increase the demand. That's perfect. That's perfect. And if we have these cards and people want them, they're willing to pay more for them than the next guy because the demand is there. So that's just always a good thing for everybody. So hopefully they bring some more people in, and hopefully it doesn't hurt everybody.
Yeah.
I don't think it will.
And I think as long as it's healthy and gradual growth and not just all boomy,
Yeah.
it'd be okay.
Yeah. And I think it will be. I think that last boom woke up a lot of people to a lot of things, and they're going to a lot of the people now in the hobby are a lot smarter. A lot of the newbies are catching on. A lot of people that came in during the pandy are really not paying crazy amounts. They're not. There's no companies that are coming in and buying up everything like there was back then.
Yeah.
So I think everything's leveling out, and I think a lot of the new money and a lot of the new tech and a lot of the new everything is kind of getting smarter about things. So hopefully it just goes back to that.
And there was
this
a lot
casual growth,
A lot of weird shit that happened with a lot of gigantic cards that affected the whole market. So when they see the Jordans selling for these insane amounts, or even the Manals or any of these other cards, or not even necessarily those cards, maybe even some of the more modern, lower numbered Stephs and whatever things, and people start freaking out. And if that one is worth so much, then even my base rookie has to be at least worth something,
right?
And it kind of does, I guess, draws the attention to it and might raise the fucking value. But a lot of those higher end things, part of what was making those sales go quite so high too was a lot of that fractional buyers and shit, I think.
Right.
Groups buying shit. Because if it feels like you're buying this $1 million card, but you only got fucking 20 grand in it.
Right.
That's not that big of a deal.
It's not as bad.
But you're actually buying a fucking $500,000 card.
Right.
But it doesn't feel like such a hit because everybody's chipping in a little bit. So it's a lot easier to make those gigantic fucking buys. And a lot of that's going away already too.
Yeah,
so
a lot of
that's
those
fucking taking some of that shit, and
yeah.
A lot, even if it isn't one of those groups buying it, it's a private buyer who nobody fucking knows who fucking is buying it. So, something I was thinking the other day, and not to think anything negative, or whatever, but what if it's fucking cartels and shit buying some of these fucking cards, bro, and fucking vaulting them, dude? I mean, it's not much different than fucking gold or something.
It wouldn't surprise me.
It's a way of almost money laundering, dude.
It would not surprise me, bro.
And then when you go to fucking slang that shit, it's fucking clean money.
Yeah.
So, I mean, or not even, cartel, whatever, bad,
Bad money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drug dealers.
Fucking
hitman.
Prostitutes.
They got to find a way to, they got to find a way to fucking spend their money, dude, that isn't, and they can't put it all in banks.
Right.
And
it's true. That's a good storage of
a lot of people don't
money.
care. Right.
There's very little regulation.
Mm-hmm. And even when you do, if they get hit with a bunch of taxes, who cares?
Right.
It looks legit.
It looks legit. And now my money's clean, and we paid a little bit of tax on it and call it a day.
Yep.
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. People used to use the pawn shop like that.
I know. That's what part of made me think about it. Was you telling me they would go in there and just buy massive amounts of gold and jewelry and shit and just cash it somewhere. You know, throw it in a safety deposit box or something.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And they used to like even give us trainings like, this is what you look out for people that are money laundering. And we'd have to sit through whole classes and like, all right, like people are buying gold in large dollar amount, and then like in the back,
are you supposed to turn them in or what?
I guess flag it, and in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, I'm not flagging him.
Yeah, that's my best customer.
Dude, I sell him all kinds. I make all kinds of money off of that dude. I'm not gonna flag that dude.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, he's my kind of my homie.
Yeah, he's
actually
fucker brought me a burrito the other day.
I know. He brought me some Mickey D's. He brought me a fucking Starbucks. He's cool as fuck. I'm not gonna turn him in. No, for sure. But yeah, that could be part of it. And you know what's crazy is like I think about how we're kind of talking about the fractional companies buying those big cards and doing what they were doing. I think that's a big part of why the crash happened too, because a lot of them, they started to drop. You know, everything started to come down, and then it compounded the drop by them like kind of getting fucked by holding these huge assets that aren't worth nearly close to what they were before. And they were sitting there like, we got to liquidate. So they were just sending them out to Golden and to fucking Heritage. And they were just
taking whatever they could get.
Taking what they
can
get.
I'm going to go put my money back in fucking oil.
I'm going to go back or whatever. I'm going to go into NFTs or fucking whatever else, you know. And they fucking abandoned ship, and it flooded the market with banger-ass cards. And now that there's a shitload of them for sale, there's only a few buyers. You know, there's not going to be a million buyers for those cards. There's going to be a small handful, and then now the prices start coming down on an auction, and people that have pretty good money, but not like that kind of money that starts falling in their range. And they're like, I'll buy it.
Well, especially those kind of people are smart, and they know now to just wait too.
I'll buy it at $50K.
Yeah,
you know, it used to be $500K. I'll take a chance at 50.
If you don't get this one, just wait another week.
I'll wait.
Get it even cheaper.
Some other fucking fractional company's going to throw another one out there and fucking liquidate it. And yeah, it's true. So I was thinking that might have compounded a little bit.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I would 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
Let me get another one of them.
You want another coldie? Want another coldie? Shit.
I ain't got shit to do tomorrow.
Get you another coldie, son. But cool, man. Yeah, that was a good segment. I liked it. It was nice.
F&A.
Fucking
just a little freestyle.
But we got that. You got that article today, and Jeremy just sent that over to me, and I was like, "Yeah, let's fucking throw it in the pod. Let's hit that up."
Word.
But we'll move on. We'll jump out of that, move into our interview element. At the Denver Card Show, we were able to have the pleasure of sitting down with our good buddy Scott from Castle Rock Cards. And we had some technical difficulties. We had a fucking cord that wasn't working, and we couldn't hook up another mic.
But it's magically, you're hearing through that cord right now.
It's magically working all of a sudden here in Pueblo. Didn't want to work at Elevation, but it'll work here.
Yeah, we had a few interviews planned, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We'll get you next time.
We'll get y'all next time. But we were going to have Zach as well, his business partner and friend extraordinaire as well. But like we said, we couldn't get up the other mic set up. And even at that, we had to have Jeremy share his mic with good old Scott. But we were able to sit down with him and get a little interview in. And we're going to throw that on right now and let you guys listen to that. And we'll be right back.
F&A.
Cool. What is going on, guys? We're here at the All Cards Weekend Big Denver Sports Card Show, and we have one of the homies in the house. This is Scott from Castle Rock Cards. What's up, brother?
What's up, guys? Pleasure to be here with y'all.
Absolutely. So we been wanting to get you on it for a while and throw down on the podcast, and we finally got a chance. We're set up right across the hallway from each other. So what's your story, man? Tell us about how you got in the hobby.
Yeah, I think our story is a lot like some others here. You know, we were collectors as kids growing up. ripping packs with our dads and our family. You know, and then COVID hit, and we're like, man, we got shit to do. So let's start digging through our closets, and all of a sudden we find all these old cards from, you know, when we were, I guess, probably the mid to late 90s. And we're like, this is pretty cool. And then you start seeing articles about, you know, record-breaking card sales during COVID, and Luka going for like however many millions, and it's like, man, there's some money here, huh? So then my buddy Zach and I sort of were like, hey, you know, we both love sports, we love cards. Let's kind of dig up, see what we got, and then kind of just snowballed from there, man. It's been pretty crazy, but it's more than anything, it's been really fun, and we love the hobby, we love sports, so it's kind of just like, I don't know, it's been great a couple years now. So
nice.
So how long you and Zach knowing each other?
Yeah, Zach and I. So I have a younger brother. I have two younger brothers actually. My middle brother is 3 years younger than me, and Zach went to school with him. So growing up, you know, we always were friendly, but we never really were friends. But then after, you know, time goes on, you get older, the years start become less irrelevant. So Zach and I started hanging out, and we kind of have always shared this bond of sports, fantasy sports, cards. Like, you know, we're the friends of the group who put way too much time in learning about prospects in baseball and going over stats, like every stat there is in baseball. And so we're kind of that group, and it kind of just meshes well with sports cards, you know, it's because you can use that to your advantage. I mean, yes. There's no offense taken there. We are nerds, 100%.
Yeah. Absolutely. Same. When I was a kid, I used to literally go to the Pueblo newspaper and read every box score of every baseball game every day. And I did that when I was like 8 to 10. I do it every day now as well. Just now it's electronically on my app. I'll go to the ESPN app and check scores and home runs, and still nerd out on that shit too. So I feel you.
Yeah. I mean, Zach and I, we co-own co-own in parentheses a fantasy dynasty baseball team, right? It's a 32-person league where you all get 30 players in the majors and 30 in the minors.
Holy shit!
Wow. Right. So we're in deep in, like, you know, prospects and like all this stuff. So that's like nerd to another level, right? So we're
Straight
like
up.
all that stuff. So yeah, we
spend 3 hours a week on that.
Yeah, it's a lot. You know, that's why it's good that we sort of split all this stuff, and we both have wives, so we try and balance that. And we also both have jobs, so we, you know, it's a lot. I think without the both of us doing it, we wouldn't have been able to pull it off. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Jeremy making deals. Love it. Deals be flying by left and right.
Yeah, it's busy here, man. It's great.
Yeah,
it's been a great show.
How's the show been going for you guys?
You know, pretty good. I think that, you know, we came in with pretty high expectations. I think a lot of people did, because there's a lot of hype in the show, and you know, people from out of state are here. There's a lot of money, a lot of big spenders. So, you know, we came in pretty high. We wanted to beat what we did last year, and we've done that. We haven't gone crazy, but we've certainly done as well as, if not a little better than we thought we would.
Awesome.
And our main goal right now is just to liquidate before we hit national in a month. So I think all in all, we're, you know, mission successful there. So
yeah, for sure.
You guys got a table for the national?
We don't have a table actually, but our boy Dennis here hooked us up with some vendor passes. So we will be there as early as we can be, scooping up deals.
Right.
But we won't be like setting up yet. We're not quite there yet, but I think the next couple of years we're going to try and make that jump. But it's, I don't know, this will be our first national, so we're kind of going in blind, and we don't know what to expect, but it's going to be fun. So
a lot of expenses to recoup on that trip.
Yeah, you're not kidding. You're not kidding. You know, that's why, you know, part of us are lucky to, I guess part of us is lucky to also work a full-time job, so that we can sort of offset some of that, right? We're not all in on cards. So, you know, we're able to sort of make it a pseudo vacation, pseudo hobby, pseudo work thing. So
that's kind of how Jeremy and I are with it at this point too. Just kind of, we just do have the podcast aspect of it that we do. It's a little extra, but like, you know, we both, you know, work full-time jobs, and we both do the hobby on the side, and fucking love it. We love it, man.
Yeah, we love it as well. I mean, it's that interesting conversation, right, where it's like, at one point, do you maybe try and make a jump to like doing it full time? And that's a big decision, right? And so Zach and I have had those conversations about, what's the end goal here, right? Do we go for a shop? Do we make a lead to do like an eBay store? Do we take everything online, right? It's a discussion that we've been having, and I don't think we don't know the right answer yet, so we're kind of just continuing as is.
Yeah, nice. Just fill it out as you go, and then let it grow naturally.
Yeah. Plus, I don't think our wives are quite ready for us to let us go, all in on cards.
That's a big thing. A lot of people don't understand. Like, Jeremy and I were single, so if we wanted to do that, it'd be a lot more flexibility with that. But like when you have a family, when you have a wife, it requires a lot more patience and a lot more like understanding on their part, and that it's a big factor. I mean, it takes a lot, out of a family to push it and go all in, put all your chips in the middle of the table, and go full time. So,
yeah, no, you're not kidding. I mean, for the past couple of years, our wives have, as you would expect, they started off like, this is stupid. Like you guys are spending way too much time on this. Because literally, like when we do sales online. That's how we do most of our selling is on Twitter once a month. And that week that we do those online sales, like we hardly even see our wives. Like it's like card. And this week happened to be online sale parlaying right into all cards weekend. So it's been like 7 days of like. Right. Sleeping in the same bed, but like not really like actually being married. So like, it's I think our wives are at the point where like they see us making some money, so they're like, all right, this is okay, but like, after this weekend's over, I'm gonna I have to take a few days off of cards. I think.
Yeah, yeah. Need some wifey time.
Yeah.
Nice. So explain your Twitter sales. I found it interesting the way you guys sell on Twitter, and I follow you, so I watch a lot of your sales.
Yeah, make sure you shout out your.
Yeah, okay. Shout out your Twitter handle and explain how you do it. It's pretty fucking cool.
Okay, yeah. Our Twitter handle is at @CR_cards. Castle Rock Cards is the brand. We actually our 2-year Twitter anniversary was yesterday, actually, which I didn't know about until it popped up, which is kind of puts things into perspective a bit. But so once a month we do CRC stack sales, what it's called, and essentially it's Monday through Thursday, once a month. We go from like about 8 p.m. Eastern to 11:30 p.m. Eastern of just nonstop posting cards anywhere from $1 all the way up to like $70, $80, $100 cards. We make a tweet every 2 minutes or so. The people will watch it. They'll claim, certain cards. And then as time goes on, as the posts go by, we'll literally just start stacking their cards to the side in a little pile for them. So 4 days they can put together a stack of like 3 cards, 20 cards, however many cards they want. And then when we're done, we reach out on DM and say, hey, we've got these many cards. Here's your total. We'll get it shipped for you. They send us PayPal, Venmo, or whatever, and then we ship it out to them, and then we kind of go from there. But yeah, we get about 150, 160 unique buyers each month. We do it once a month on purpose because we kind of make it like an event, and it's like, this is a big thing, right? Yeah, it's some build up because there are people that will like on social media they'll just nonstop just like list stuff all the time, and it's like it's the same shit, and it's just like, guys, we've seen this already. Like you're trying to go at the same price,
right?
So we're making it like sort of like a people can save for it. They can like forward to it, right? So it's been really, really good for us. I mean, that's 90% of our sales are through that, right? And so shows like this are a blast, right? I mean, we sell bigger cards here that we wouldn't sell online, but this is more like just for the fun, hanging out with people like you guys and just like, shooting the shit and having a good time. So.
Networking and stuff, too.
Exactly.
Like building relationships.
100%, yeah.
So do you guys ever have any issues with claimers not paying? I've noticed that on like other social media platforms. People are like, oh, they claimed all these cards and they didn't pay and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that is definitely relevant. We've been honestly really lucky. I would say each month maybe we get 1 or 2 person that ends up ghosting us and not paying. But it's never been a large dollar amount. I don't know. I think there are a lot of issues, but I think a lot of those issues are not self-induced, but like you sort of get what you put into it. And like Zach and I put in more time to this than we would care to admit. So like, so I think that if you do things right, you treat people the right way, you're just a good person, and like, you just like, I don't know, you just don't be an asshole, and like people will just work with you. It's just it's true. And I think I like to think we're not assholes, so I think it works out. Yeah.
Honestly, before you even said all that, that's exactly what I was going to say about you guys. I was like, karma knows, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are fucking awesome dudes, so, like, the universe is going to fuck you over a little less.
Yeah, I honestly think there's truth to that. At some point, it's like, people will treat you like the way you project, and it's like, we just try and be a good person, and I think it's just a good lesson in general. But
yeah, that was a big thing when we first started doing the podcast. Like a lot of what we wanted to try to put out there was like a positive spin and like in an authentic part of like what the hobby is and what people want to see and what people want to hear. And we even had like ideas of like, it was a section we were going to call "Don't Be a Dick." Just like, don't be a dick, dude. And we kicked that around, and like we've always wanted to do that. And then Jeremy does his card thing with I-25 Sports Cards, and I do mine with the shop. And that we just want to change the culture, and we want to get all that bullshit out of, especially this scene, like this Colorado scene. There's some of it, but it's not a lot, man. It's a good scene. There's a lot of good vendors, a lot of good people. And we want to showcase that. We want to put that out there, and you guys are a huge part of that. And we appreciate you guys being fucking the awesome guys that you are, and always being respectful and being cool with us and treating us with 100% fucking good grace, man, for sure.
Well, I appreciate that, honestly. Yeah, I think we have a pretty cool community for sure.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty tight knit. I think we look out for each other. There's a vendor here from out of state and from Iowa that we met actually when we were there in Des Moines, and apparently some crazy shit happened yesterday, which I don't know all the details, but I guess like somebody was asking to see somebody's card, and they took it out, and they were starting to like take it out of the case, and the dude like lost his shit, and like he's like, I'll do that for you, and then dude literally like spiked the card on the floor and like stormed out and was like in a rage. Damn. And I'd never heard or seen anything like this in my life. But he told me about it, and he was like, I couldn't believe what I just watched. And I was like, that's the kind of person you don't want to be.
Right,
right. Yeah.
Wow.
Was that the gentleman kind of across from you guys?
No, it was actually like that way. I'm pointing that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to a guy this morning, and he didn't say about the spike card part, and so I assumed it wasn't the same. But he said that kind of same thing happened. Somebody was taking a card out of the case and like almost fumbled it and like started freaking out and kind of turned it almost into a big deal. But
really.
Yeah.
But like you said, I don't know the other communities, but it sure feels like you said, it's pretty fucking tight knit. Like almost everybody gets along with everybody. Everybody's cool. Maybe there's a few people that have little side beefs or whatever, but for the most part, I don't really see that,
Yeah.
And I think a lot guys like you, guys like us, that are like mutually cool with everybody. It makes it impossible for everybody else to have beef because you can't be cool with them if you're not cool with them. And like it's like, well, shit, they ain't so bad.
Yeah.
No, he's cool, bro. He's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're past like that kindergarten stage of like being like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, well, if you're not friends with him, then I can't be friends with him. It's like, nah, man, we're all here looking at cards and stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, it ain't that serious.
Yeah.
It's like it's fun, but like I mean, in very very rare situations would you like genuinely get super upset about something.
Yeah.
It's like there's just no reason to get that far.
Yeah, for sure.
At the end of the day, it's just fucking pieces of paper, bro.
Yeah, and some are shiny and some are not. Like that's really it.
Some of them have pieces of other guys' clothes on them. Some.
I know it's crazy what we spend money on, but
some of the UFC stuff, like they have like the singlet type of shorts, like spandex shorts. I'm like, that was like near his balls, right? They could have cut that part out of there,
Yeah.
Well, they've made a few UFC cards with like sports bras and shit too, and of course people act all, oh my god, I'm gonna like come on, dude.
Like this is Ronda Rousey boobies.
I can imagine that. That's hilarious. Well, apparently there's like a porn star signing this.
Yeah, Ginger Lynn. Yeah,
I've never even heard of that person.
She was like our era.
She pretty old and busted looking now. No, I shouldn't talk shit.
Yeah, no, I saw her. I was like, she looked like she was probably pretty good looking like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And she's still pretty aight for her eyes. I was just talking shit.
She was from like the 90s when she was bigger and like in the industry and stuff. So
Even that late? Is she?
Yeah.
I thought maybe a little older than that.
I don't know. She could have been, but
She was in some movies too, right?
yeah, she was like an actual actress as well. So she had that going. There were some pretty cool signers here. There was the kid from A Christmas Story, and the Soup Nazi was here. And I found it to be pretty neat that there was different, other than just sports people. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, the Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's right.
I saw him walking down the hallway yesterday, and I was like, you can't mistake that guy for anything.
No, you can't.
And I wanted to ask for a picture, but then I felt bad because I was like, well, he's here to get paid, so I was like, I didn't want to like bother him, so I was like, yeah.
It's like he's off now. He's off the clock.
He probably would have told you, sure, $40.
Yeah, you take Venmo? Probably, yeah.
Goods and services. Yeah, dude, it's been a great show. Had a good time. Hung out in the lobby bar the other night. Had a good time. Last night, Jeremy and I went and hit the Rockies game. Watched a epic beatdown. I wanted to see Trout or Ohtani hit a home run, and Trout did hit one, but I was in line for beer, and I missed the fucking shit out of it.
Oh, man.
Saw the replay on SportsCenter last night, so I was in the building for a Mike Trout home run.
Did you miss all three, the back-to-back-to-back?
Absolutely.
Oh, man. Dang.
Yep, I sure did.
On 3 fucking pitches, man.
I know. 3 straight pitches. 3 home runs.
That was fucking brutal.
They were showing on SportsCenter the highlights, and I guess it's happened a few times, but it's been a while. I think 2020 it happened, and then before that it was like way back. But yeah, it was a pretty epic beatdown.
Yeah, I mean you could go to many more baseball games in your life, and you'll never see a game like that again. I don't think. Unless you go to Rockets games, maybe. And
chances might be better.
They might be prone to some more of those beatdowns. It's very possible.
But they took Trout out halfway through the game. You
Yeah.
know, they didn't need him anymore. They're like, go ahead and go chill. Go grab you a cigar or something. But
You've already given us 8 runs. Go ahead and chill, dude. Go ahead and chill. But no, it's been a great weekend. It's been a lot of fun, and getting to hang out with guys like you and Zach and you know, all the boys from all the spring shows and all these different shows. It's been great, man.
Yeah, it really has. You know, it's been great. I think John should be really happy with how the show turned out, right? I mean,
yeah.
And I know there's some people who did more sales before the show even started than they would normally do, like all weekend. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of big spenders here. There's a lot of out-of-state people with some, boatload of cash. If you had good stuff at decent prices, it was going to get eaten up, right? They didn't miss their mark. So
Yeah.
especially for Broncos fans, right, with TD and Smith and McCaffrey, right? I mean, that's big draw. So, props to John. Looks like we're doing this again in December, I heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
I think he has one in around Halloween time as well. I want to say late October show as well.
Okay.
It's not big ones like this. It's not a 3-dare, but it's his normal 2-day Saturday, Sundays. But
Yeah.
the one for Halloween last year, Jeremy almost Star Wars'd it up and threw on a Darth Vader mask.
yeah, I brought it, but I pussed out.
No one's going to judge you. We're all friends here.
Yeah, it's a giant room full of nerds, bro. You'll be fine.
Exactly. We've already established this. Like, it's all good. Don't worry about it.
So you guys in on our fantasy football league for the pod or what?
Yeah, I can't. I'm in like 6 leagues. What's a 7th at this point, right? So count me in. Seriously.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. We'll hit you up when we get it all squared away. But I think we're pretty close to full right now. And we're gonna do 10 teams, and it's gonna be a small one. It's not gonna be a big buy-in, but like $50 or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just.
Oh, we should do it with cards. Everyone throws in a.
That's a good idea.
Damn, this guy's fucking smart.
Man, we need.
Yeah, I'm not in a league like that, right? Because everyone throws in a.
That's a great idea.
Throws in a card that we think. But then again, prices change, so I guess I don't know how that would work, but maybe by season's end you have to come up with a $50 card with a value, and
yeah,
I don't know. It could be kind of fun.
No, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Sports card podcast. Let's do sports cards.
Yeah, we'd have to do it towards the end of the season, like you said, because you could throw in a $50 card that could turn into a $300 card or a $1 card.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I put in a Jalen Hurts and he went off, dude, and it's a $500 card now. What the fuck?
Well, then again, that's also kind of fun. It's like winner could make bank, winner could get jack shit.
That's also true.
You never know. I don't know.
Could be fun either way.
And that will affect which card you want to put in there too. So that add another little layer to it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll see.
All right.
That sounds fun, though.
All right, we'll hash it out.
Yeah, consider me in, regardless of what happens.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That sounds great, man. Well, we appreciate you coming on. We've wanted to get you guys on for a while. And it's an open invitation, man. Anytime you want to come down to Pueblo, we have the studio set up, and we'll have cords that work.
And we'll have more space so you guys can both jam.
Yeah, and we'll get Zach on. And
All right.
We'll put you guys on as many times as you want. You want to come every week? Come every week.
All right. Hey, man, that's awesome. Yeah, you guys are easy listening, man, right? On my drives to work, right? It's like, all right, throw these guys on, shoot some shit, and just talk about cards. And, look, if you like cards, sports cards at all, like, your podcast is right up that alley, right? It's like a no-brainer. Everyone should be on that shit. So I appreciate you guys. It's a blast. I definitely would like to do this again for sure. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh yeah, dude, it's on.
Sounds good, man. Well, appreciate you, like you said, and we'll be over to the table before this is all done.
Good deal, guys. Thanks so much.
All right,
have a good show,
man.
Yeah.
Peace.
Awesome, man. That was our good buddy from Castle Rock Cards, and we will definitely get you into the fantasy football group.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's on. I was trying to make a list. I got to make sure and fucking get everybody down.
Yeah, for sure.
I know we're pretty close.
I'm pretty close to capacity. And thanks for the money, bitches. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. So we're gonna have a good fantasy football this year for sure. But thank you, Scott, sitting down. He's one hell of a guy. He loves the Bears. He loves all Chicago sports. So hopefully Justin Fields jumps off for you, man.
Yeah. Fucking hey, those are both just a couple cool motherfuckers right there, bro.
Dude. And their dad, or I think it's Scott's dad, that sets up with them at the tables. And, dude, he is a fantastic guy.
Yeah.
He always makes it a point to shake my hand and say hello. And he looks you in the eye and gives you a man's handshake, bro. Fucking awesome guy. So shout out to all you folks at the Castle Rock Sports Cards.
Yeah, those guys like that are fucking. Even like we say all the time how I think we even talked about it during the interview. How if we feel like how tight knit our little community is and shit. And every once in a while, somebody's kind of like a little sick of somebody else or whatever. But those two dudes are like,
oh, dude,
they're fucking like legit, bro.
Yeah, they're fucking awesome, awesome gentlemen, salt of the earth guys, and we appreciate the hell out of you guys for being part of the scene, man, for sure.
Word.
Absolutely. Speaking of awesome people in the scene, you want to hear a little word from our other sponsor, Mr. Mark from iCards?
Fuck yeah.
All right, so we're going to give you their commercial, and we'll be right back with you. I'll jump into some sports.
Yo, guys, if you didn't make it to that last iCard show, you definitely missed out on one of the best shows of the spring. Now it's time to get ready for that Super Summer Show, July 22nd at the Doubletree Hilton, 6900 Tower Road in Denver, Colorado. Doors open 9 a.m., show ends at 4. Come and enjoy that free admission and meet some of the finest people in this Colorado card scene. For vendor information, go to iCardsUSA.com. That's iCards with a K. I said 6,900.
Little Beavis and Butthead action there. But yeah, Mr. Mark from iCards, his next show is going to be the 22nd, and that's going to be the next show that's going to be around here. So definitely go and check it out. It's going to be a banger. It always is.
I'm going to have to hook him up, hit him up and make sure and kind of. I told him, I need to come for my table with him. So
yeah, for sure.
See where I'm at.
For sure. But hit him up at iCards.com, iCardsUSA.com, and that's iCards with a K. Our very first, I think we did a vlog at one of the Denver shows, and I did a little interview with Mark, and he's like, iCards with a K.
With a K.
But he's another one. He's a great person in this hobby, and he's a fucking great promoter. Puts on a fantastic show. He has his whole fam there usually, and they're all amazing people as well. So definitely come support. If you're in town or even if you're from out of town, come on in, fly into the airport. It's right there. It's 5 minutes from DIA. It's going to be in a great hotel. The place is beautiful. Give them some love and come check out the show for sure.
Hell motherfucking yeah. Actually, that's the next show, right?
Yeah.
I want to say so.
Yeah.
You might see some of these bangers in this stack right here. Say what's up.
Yeah, Pikes Peak is on hiatus until September. And Mark has his show, iCards USA show, on the 22nd. And then our show is on the 29th. So weekend after that.
Be on the lookout for some vendor info coming to you soon. Reach out if you want some tables, if you haven't yet. And it's on.
Absolutely. Check out, hit us up in our socials, or you can hit us up at rareelements719@gmail.com.
Micro Mini National. That's what we're going to call it.
our show's going on during the Nationals.
And
so.
of course, you know, a couple of our favorite vendors are going to be at the Nationals. So
Yeah.
we got room for a couple extra people if you want to get your feet wet and dip your toes into a little cool little show and come chill with us. It's on.
Come do so. We definitely would welcome. You're definitely welcome to come and definitely welcome to set up and do all that shit. So we would love to have some new blood come in. Absolutely. But are you ready to jump into some sports, my brother?
But first,
Oh shit. That's right. I always forget.
Can we get a motherfucking moment of silence for this small chronic break?
I got you, homie. I never forget.
That's so sick, dude. That card is so sick.
I never forget that anyway. I forget other things because of this, which is weird, but I never forget to do this. Andre, grab your spliff and fire it up.
Out. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, you'll never let me forget. That's for damn sure.
I'm like patiently waiting the whole time over here, tapping my fucking leg. Like, are we on sports yet? Are we on sports? No, I'm just kidding.
You don't have to wait for me either, dude. You don't have to wait for me.
It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right if I don't get the cue.
It just feels off. Yeah.
We still got to work on, and we may be switching up the studio just a little bit, the furniture and the little array here. But we got to work on getting our third camera too, so we can have like a fucking little shot of like our Monopoly game and some of the other stuff, so you guys can actually see when we're jamming.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, we got to do that before we do sports too.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, it's you. You're always first.
If you're not first, you're last. Whew. Your boy ain't coughed like that since last week.
If you're not first, you're last. What do you mean? What kind of sense does that make? You could be first, you could be second, you could be third. Hell, you could even be fourth.
Let's see. Which orange one do you got?
I have Dallas at Milwaukee.
Ooh, actually, fuck yeah. I think you don't have Atlanta at Phoenix, right?
I do not.
Ooh,
I do not.
That team bus comes in handy.
That team bus is it's a buster.
All right, so
We're gonna have to do some trades here.
all right. Hopefully
Yeah.
I can get this guy here. 2 starters, each with 80 or higher, and pay 30. I'm pretty sure I got that.
You got that?
91 for Kawhi.
80 or higher?
Yep.
Oh yeah, you got that.
85 for Giannis.
Yeah, you got the Greek freak up there.
Word. And pay 30.
Cool.
Oh, I got me a set, son. You better not land on them red ones, boy.
Playmaker. Let's see.
It's a card. Yep.
Oh shit! I grabbed too many. All right, playmaker card. Shot clock violation. Challenge any opponent. That is you.
Oh, dang it.
You both choose one starter to compete. Keep your cards in front of you. Do not look at the stats. Okay. And I'm going to choose.
Well,
I'm going to go Jokic.
I mean, I kind of know Kawhi's got some really good stats. So.
I got to go with fucking Jokic, bro.
Jokic versus Kawhi. Damn, that's be some.
Why so serious?
All right. So flip the chosen cards. It's your offensive stat versus their defense. Oh, shit, son.
Your offense versus my defense?
You picked Giannis?
No, I picked Kawhi.
Fuck. I might be fucked here. It's your offensive stat versus their
Kawhi
defense
should have
stat.
good defense.
The higher stat wins. If there's a tie, then jump ball, of course. If you win, collect 20 points from the bank. If they win, you must go to timeout and be. Oh, shit. Do not cross go. Do not collect $40. You go to jail, dude.
You go to timeout. I don't get nothing, though. Oh, well, let's double check here. What are we going? Defense?
Your defense, my offense.
93 defense.
Oh, shit. 93 offense.
Oh, shit. And what does it say if it's a tie?
Jump ball, son. Where's the Crips and Bloods ball?
And you flip it?
Yeah.
And how does it go? Oh, you flip it and I call it?
It's either red or blue, yeah.
Blue.
Blue?
Crap.
Crab, cuz. Red.
Ah, boo.
It's all about that slob life.
So then, what do I then I owe you money?
If you win, collect 20 from the bank. If they win,
from the bank.
I had to go to jail. So I just want $20 basically.
That kind of makes sense the way it all plays.
The way it
out.
all worked out. Nice.
Okay.
20 bones. I made 20 bones.
All right.
All right.
And even going to jail, that would kind of given you like you would have skipped over everything, but it would have advanced you around the board actually.
Yeah, and I do have a get out of jail free card too.
All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Detroit at
Oklahoma City.
Oh.
Pay me. Let's see. Nope, already have it. Let's see. To collect the bonus points below, your reserve player's rating must be higher than your opponent's reserves player rating. Shit.
I don't know. I think you won this because this is the same thing we did last time, right? I got Joel, 83.
84.
Yep. Boo. I got to get a better reserve.
So you owe me 30.
Oh, shit.
30. If I had the set, it would have been 70. Damn, I'm collecting loot this game.
One too many.
I'm collecting some money, dude.
I know, bro. I'm starting to run a little low on ducats.
Starting to stack. All right, so my turn. Let's see. Trade.
Ooh, you want that Joel Embiid, son.
I want that Giannis.
Okay.
I want that Giannis. I'll give you this jaw.
I think that same trade's gone back and forth a few times.
I think it has. Cool.
All
right. There's our 2 turns,
That was
dude.
it, right? All
Yeah,
right.
there's our 2 turns. Stack some money. Jeremy got a nice property. He's starting to catch up in the properties. He's starting to get
got
there.
quite a few more, but I got my set, son.
Yeah, he's getting there. I might be in trouble.
We'll see.
We shall see. Cool, dude. Fucking Monopoly 30.
Ooh, you got a green and a purple, and I got a green and a purple. We may have to figure that out.
I might
next
have to
time.
make some trades. Yeah, make a little tradey trade.
Cool.
Cool.
Can you? We'll have to read the directions a little bit more too to see can we trade the All-Star contest or can we? What all can we trade? And
Right.
I know there was a few other little rules that I can't remember every single thing.
Yeah, I got them right here, so we'll hit them up.
Cool. That way we're not in the middle of the pod trying to figure it out.
I know. That's great. That's great content. People want to hear us like struggling reading.
I mean, yeah.
Fuck yeah. Awesome, dude. Hit up some sports.
Let's do it.
So our first topic under the sports element this week is about the NBA draft that happened. Wemby went number 1 overall. No surprises there. There was a little bit of a surprise, dude, in the second spot. Charlotte had number 2, and I thought they were going to take Scoot, man. I thought Scoot was going to be their guy, and they ended up picking Brandon Miller, which was interesting. Charlotte, dude, they just like remind me of the Chargers. Like the term Charger's going to Charger, the fucking Charlotte's going to Charlotte, bro. They picked a kid who possibly got in trouble for a shooting.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see how that works out. But I thought Scoot was their guy to go, so they ended up making that pick, and I was a little surprised.
Yeah. You would think that would have, mattered a little more to people. It was kind of a
non-issue. And I don't know the ins and outs of the story, honestly. I don't know, like, they had a little thing on SportsCenter on Saturday I was watching. They kind of talked about it a little bit, but I don't know the entire bit of it, but I don't know.
Sounds kind of shitty. Huh?
Sounds kind of shitty.
Yeah.
But I think people are so high on Wemby. I think people need to watch out for Scoot, bro.
Yeah.
I think Scoot's a play. He's pretty damn good. And he ended up going to the Blazers. And if they keep Dame, they'll have Anthony Simons, they'll have Dame, they'll have Scoot. That's pretty strong. That's pretty fucking strong.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So I'm not telling people who to buy. I'm not saying don't buy Wemby. I'm not saying any of that shit. But I'm saying keep your eyeball on Scoot. That's a play.
Yeah. I mean, that video that fucking I shared earlier about the fucking that showed Wemmy's practicing. I mean, obviously that was fucking
He's just fucking around, but
4 shots, but it was kind of funny.
it was 0 for 4.
And he looked like dog shit, bro. Like the form was like, I mean, I might have a better jump shot than that, bro. It was like brick. And it was like hard bricks too, like fucking.
It wasn't like coming over the top and
Yeah.
bouncing around and popping out. No, it was like, yeah. That's exactly what it was like.
And then air ball. And then he's like, I better go do one of my walk-up dunks.
Let me go dunk it.
Yeah. I
Rim's,
don't even know if you get to call that a dunk if you don't have to jump, bro.
rim's barely above his head, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He's such a big guy. Hopefully,
hopefully he does good. I'm not fucking rooting against the guy.
I'm rooting. Fuck the Spurs.
Well, sure.
Yeah, I'll root against them all day long. Dude, you know how many fucking defeats we've taken at the Spurs' hands over the years?
Yeah, when you put it that way, sir.
Yeah, I don't want him to be great. Unless I have his cards. Unless I pull a 1-1. Then I want him to be great.
Yeah. Did you open any Bowman U or any of that?
No, I didn't.
I almost grabbed a couple blasters off the top site. Well, I was on there. I just went on there to double check on that redemption, which hasn't moved yet.
Yeah.
And then, while I was on there, I just started fiddling around, and it said something about your points, and I was like, oh, what the fuck do I have points for? And I clicked on there, and I had bought a couple of boxes off there a while back, and I think I had bought like some custom cards of my dad.
Oh yeah,
when he passed, and I think I got some points for that. And so I was like, I had like, I don't know, 600 or 700 points or some shit like that, and it said, do you want a free card of the month from Topps Now or some shit like that?
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it. I clicked on it, and it said, congratulations, you get your free Topps Now card. And then it says, add this link to the checkout during your purchase.
Yeah.
And I was like, so I got to buy something to fucking get it? Like, well, that's fucking whack.
Well, damn.
So I kind of dug around, and then I threw a couple of those blasters in my cart, and then I added that code, and it wasn't adding anything. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know if they're just going to mail me something or if I have to fucking buy something, and I don't even know. But
Yeah.
We'll see. But I almost bought a couple, and I was like,
I should buy some because, I mean, even Wemby base cards are going for crazy
Well,
amounts.
his base is a SP, right?
I think so.
That's what I've heard.
I think so. But even those are going for nutty amounts, dude. They're going through the roof. People are going crazy over Wemby. And, I mean, why not take advantage of that?
Yeah.
Why not?
Give it a shot.
Yeah. Hopefully you can pull something. And then if you pull something decent, like parallel or redemption, they're not really autos in there.
Yeah, that sucks.
But his autos, they're going through the roof too. I saw I want to say I saw one of his cards go for over $1 million.
No
I think I saw an article saying that one of his cards went over $1 million already.
What the
I'll
fuck
have
is
to
wrong with people?
I'll have to re-verify that, but I'm pretty sure that's what I saw. But yeah, his stuff's going insane. Speaking of fucking people shit going insane, that brings us to our next topic under the sports. Ellie De La Cruz, dude. It's Ellie De La Cruz mania. So he got the call up. His cards went crazy. He's been playing lights out in the minors and then came up, and now he's been fucking hitting the ball well. And I want to say it was Thursday or Friday, he hit for the cycle. He hit a cycle. One of the youngest players ever, if not the youngest player ever to hit a cycle. And, dude, his cards are going nuts. I know he's young, and I know all that, but, like, has his play justified the prices so far?
Well, I don't fucking know. I know that all the ones I had in my dollar box are fucking gone. That's a tough question, bro, because you want to see.
Yeah.
You want to see cards go up when players do well, you know?
Yeah.
There has to be a little bit of balance, though, because if it goes up too high, as soon as he fucking doesn't win MVP,
yeah,
fucking shit goes down, you know?
They crumble, yeah.
And even after he does, that's what, like, we always talk about the baked-in prices and shit, you know? And it's even I now at this point right now, I'm even hesitant to pick up Nuggets cards.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Unless you're getting a good deal on them, or you're, you know, working out a trade where you're getting rid of some other shit you don't want. Or
yeah, you're
whatever,
moving some cards around, yeah.
Because they're going to go down a little bit right now, probably.
Yeah, probably drop a little bit from here to the beginning of the season.
Beginning of the season, there'll be a little bit more hype, and then the Jokers and Murrays will start to go back up again. And, you know. But it's weird. It's tough. We talked about it too a couple weeks ago. Even Mahomes is down. You know, guys that are winning and breaking records and winning fucking trophies and all this shit. And
yeah,
people are like, oh well, now that they won, and that's what happens is everybody. The hype is like pre that, and everybody's fighting over the cards because they want to have them ahead of time so that when they get these accomplishments done, they can sell them. Then the market floods. Dude, that fucking 2014 Serbian sticker.
Yep. That thing crashed.
Dude, the 10 is still crazy because it's like a 9 or whatever.
Right.
But the PSA 9s are still doing pretty well. But the thing was, I would look at that card all the time because I had the 10. And I just wanted to keep an eyeball on whatever happened, even after I traded it to True, whatever. I'm curious to see what happens with that card. I haven't seen another 10 or anything come up. I did see an SGC 10 come up. It went for like $1,200 or something like that. But the 9s, dude, next thing you know, as soon as they won, right before and all during the playoffs and everything, there'll be a couple. There'll be 2, 3. There'll be a few raw ones. There might be a PSA 9 or SGC 8 or something on there or whatever. One would sell every couple days. As soon as they won, there's like fucking 50 of them on there, bro.
Yeah.
Bunch of raw ones all over because everybody's hanging on to it and because everybody's like, oh, I can't wait as soon as they win, you know.
Yeah.
And the thing is they still are higher than they were, and everybody's still buying them up and they're excited and nobody saw those before, so they're still selling and moving.
Yeah.
But if you could imagine, like, if it was half of them for sale right now,
right,
you know what I mean? Like, if a few people would have sold them along the way, then that might have helped the fucking. If people weren't, sometimes if you hoard shit, that doesn't always fucking great.
It does, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's true, bro. We have the PSA 7 of that, and that thing tanked.
Yeah,
like it's way low, bro. Yeah. It went down fast, and hopefully it goes back up. Yeah. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's one thing about the hobby is like you'll see a pattern, and people will try to jump the pattern and try to try to beat it, and everybody catches onto it and everybody's doing it, and now it's not the move anymore.
Like we've said for probably years already too at this point, like as soon as people are talking about it, it's too late.
Right.
And once you're hearing about it, it's too late.
You already fucked.
If you didn't look out or you know what I mean, or maybe truly do all your research and fucking whatever and invest in some guy way ahead of everybody else and you're fucking right, then that's cool, but usually it's just luck.
Yeah. It's usually the shotgun effect. Like you'll buy a box and you'll end up with some guys and that you don't know about. Or
you'll happen to hang on to whoever you hit. You'll buy a box and you hit 1 or 2 or 3 quarterbacks and you just root for that guy. So you're like, well, I got a couple of them, so I'm going to buy a few more.
Yeah.
That
happens too. Yeah.
I've done that.
Yeah, I've done that too. Definitely. I did that with Jalen Hurts.
Keep your fingers crossed.
Yep, for sure. For sure. But Ellie Mania is going crazy, so if you are chasing Ellies, you're going to pay a pretty penny, guys.
I mean, he was doing pretty fucking good, man. And the Reds in general, dude, they won like 12 in a row.
Something like that. Yeah, they've been hot.
Pete Rose is making all kinds of fucking money. Pete Rose may not get that one, but
Pete Rose is killing it.
He probably still bet. I guarantee he still bets on the Reds.
Goddamn right.
There ain't no way he don't still bet on the Reds.
There's no fucking way he doesn't.
When me and my dad met him in Vegas some years back, bro, and got an autographed ball from him and shit. And,
oh, yeah.
It was in this memorabilia shop or whatever that he owns. It was mostly autographed, like, photos and, like, posters and framed shit. And he was in there slanging autographs. And we sat there and bullshitted with him for a minute after we got his autograph and kind of asked him, started hit bullshit and then asked him what teams he follows. And he's like, the Reds. He was, like, all offended that.
I even thought it would be somebody else. Yeah,
so guaranteed he still bets on those motherfuckers.
Oh, dude. Without a doubt. But, yeah, the Reds are playing well. He's playing well, so we keep an eyeball on the situation.
Dude, and if you're in the fucking NFL and you're getting busted for gambling, bro, just have someone else place the bets for you.
No, dude.
Fuck.
It's not fucking hard, guys.
God damn.
It's not fucking hard. If an idiot like me could think of it, then you should be on top of this.
Crazy.
That's your shit,
Shut your fucking mouth and stop telling everybody.
Quit posting your wins on IG. Cool, man. But is it fucking time, bro? Is it that time?
Yep. Word. UFC time. We got we had the fight night the other night. Obviously, we were not able to watch that because we were actually. I think it was kind of more of a daytime-ish.
Oh yeah,
it was a little bit early, and either way, we weren't able to watch it because of the show, and or we were at the Rockies game.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I haven't had a chance to catch any of the replays, but to my understanding, there was a couple of pretty nice fights that night. Specifically, the co-main events, the women's flyweight, Macy Barber, round 2 KO Amanda Hebos, and Macy's, they call her the future, and she's pretty bad chick, man. I had a couple of autograph cards of hers that I kind of wish I would have hung on to for a minute, but you never know, man. Like,
yeah,
it's tough. It's tough. UFC is one of the harder ones to hold for a long time too, because as soon as they lose once or twice, and it's like over.
Yeah.
So as soon as you get a little bit of a chance or a little bit of hype to sell, you kind of have to sometimes in UFC. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens with that. But I wouldn't mind picking up another one of her cards. She kind of a little cutie too. So
yeah,
that's always kind of cute. But you know, I think she's going to move her way up the rest of the way and probably get a shot in the fly. So see what happens there.
Who's the champion fly?
Women's fly. Is that Val? Yeah, I think so. Because women's straw is Lee.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then not Val. It would be Grasso. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We watched that fight, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Grasso, Shevchenko, Blanchfield. Actually, Aaron Blanchfield's too another up and comer in that division. So that would actually be a nice fight, her and Blanchfield.
Yeah.
So
winner of that would get a pretty good shot at a title fight, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the men's flyweight, Ilya Tapura decisioned Josh Emmett, and apparently that was a fucking nice fight. Ilya, the Matador, El Matador, they call him, he's from Spain.
Oh, nice.
But Josh Emmett's fucking tough motherfucker, bro, and he dominated him the whole time. I saw some pictures of him after the fight, and he was fucked up.
Yeah.
So he dominated him pretty hardcore, and I think, people are kind of calling for him to get some title shots and shit like that too. So it's UFC's kind of got a lot of movement right now. There's a lot of people. There's some people that are retiring. There's a lot of guys that are guys like Connor that are big names that are just not fighting.
Yeah,
they just keep
chilling
saying
in the
they're
cut.
gonna fight, and they keep pushing things. And
then there's Khabib chilling in the cut,
Yeah.
retired, and yeah.
Last I heard about Connor was he still hasn't entered the drug testing shit, which just looks bad, bro. And it's like coming to the point to where he's like almost at the deadline, and it's like, why would you push it all the way?
Yeah. Yeah.
The fight's planned. Like, I mean, I don't think it's quite scheduled yet. I don't know if they have a date for it. I don't think they have a date for it or not yet. But
yeah,
it's like, bro, like, what's up?
It takes time to get those roids out of your body, man.
Yeah, and that's it's pretty. It looks bad.
Mm-hmm.
The way
and then he blew up the way he did too.
Oh man,
he's huge.
He blew up pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, he's been getting his ass kicked in the Ultimate Fighter too. So I think he's like 0-4, or 3-1, or 0-4.
Oh yeah.
As a coach,
right?
So, yeah. So the men's fly is actually Moreno Figueiredo.
Oh yeah, that's right, huh?
Yeah. So, let's see. No, they're Feather. But yeah, so there was some nice UFC fights. I canceled my ESPN Plus, so I may have to start that back up so I can watch those replays. Yeah. Oh no, Feathers. Volk and them dudes.
Oh right. Volk and what's his name? The El Pantera. Yair. Dude, they're gonna fight too, aren't they? It's like that one's coming up.
So Ilya should be fighting one of those dudes hopefully pretty soon. He might fight like the loser of that, and
right.
kind of move his way up that way.
I want to see that fight. I like Yair. He's those kicks are insane.
Yeah, and that one's coming up, so
And Volk is a machine.
Yeah. Yeah, Ilya's number 4 now. So
Moving up.
yep, Ilya's
Moving
4,
up.
Yair's 3, even though he's the interim. Holloway's 2, Volk's 1. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then next week's gonna be June 1st. Another one. It's gonna be another fight night. You're gonna be middleweight. There's nothing gigantic that night. There's a few names. Sean Strickland's gonna be fighting Abus Magomedov, middleweight bout. Gonna have some Grant Dawson. He's like 19-1, I want to say.
Damn.
Yeah. Versus Damir Magulov. Is Magulov. That's a lightweight contest. Grant Dawson, I got a couple of his cards, so let's move for that guy.
Yeah. Absolutely, dude. We need to do a little of that.
We could pump a few of them little cards here and there.
Do a little bit of that.
Might as well pump this next one too. I got some Max Griffin autos we could get rid of here at the next show.
Nice.
Anybody interested in a $10 Immaculate RPA? I think he's like 19-9, so his record's not great, but he's got a lot of fans.
Yeah.
And he's taking on Michael Morez, so we'll see. We'll see a couple of those guys. They're younger fighters. They've had rookies in the last few sets. And that's the thing I've said too about UFC. It's weird is a lot of these guys, they have rookie cards so much later. They'll fight for a few years before they ever even get a rookie card. And it's kind of, I don't know, kind of weird. Kind of sucks for them, I guess, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of sucks for the cards too, because they keep forcing in cards over and over of all these guys that haven't even fought for years.
Mm-hmm.
And there's guys that are actually fighting, and these rookie cards that they could have, and they just don't.
They just
you know,
push them out and push them out.
that's even like our buddy Tony, TK's. He's got a buddy in the UFC, Blake Builder, and he actually lost his last fight, but he's been around for a bit. No card.
Yeah.
There's another guy. He's actually on the Ultimate Fighter right now. His name is Austin Hubbard.
Mm-hmm.
Austin Thud Hubbard is his nickname, and he actually knows one of the guys that I used to break with. They're called MVB breaks, and I actually had him. I had one like a rip and ship type of thing or whatever, for like, I don't know, $20 or some shit like that. I want like a box of Topps Chrome or some shit like that, and he ripped it for me and shipped it and whatever, and I bullshitted with him a little bit while he was ripping it or whatever. But he fought in the UFC a little bit, and he lost a couple fights. Now he's back into the Ultimate Fighter, trying to work his way back into the UFC. Mm-hmm. But he's been around for a few years and has never had a card.
Wow. Yeah.
Whereas other sports like NFL, they'll put every single motherfucking rookie they could.
Fuck yeah, they
down
will.
your throat, bro.
Yep. They sure will.
They'll even make sets of like the earlier sets of guys that never got drafted or never even put on any fucking team.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. There's
a lot of those
I've
draft
seen
pick sets and shit like that.
I've seen undrafted players that don't ever even play.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Bronco receiver that they had in last year's Prism that never played one down, never even went to camp.
Yeah.
And I was like, I never even heard of him.
Yeah.
And I followed the Broncos roster pretty closely. And it was, who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what kind of, it's a little different, kind of sucks a little bit about the UFC.
Yeah.
But on the same hand, it does keep down a little bit of those trash rookie cards, I guess, in the end.
Nah, that's true.
So
that's true. Keep it good, keep it fresh.
It just makes it weird that when they do finally get a rookie card, they could have been fighting for years already.
Right. They have like 10 fights already.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
But yeah, the biggest one coming up is going to be UFC 290 on the 8th. That's going to be the one with the big names. They're going to have Bonacal is going to be fighting on there. He's probably the, I don't know about most hype, but most respected rookie coming out right now. A lot of people are pretty hard on him. It doesn't necessarily mean his cards are worth a bunch of money, but a lot of people like respect him as a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
So like he has a chance, I guess, to gain some value. And then there's going to be the flyweight fight is going to be Brandon Moreno against Alexander Pantoja. Moreno's the champ. Been going back and forth with Figgy for a while. Got to fight somebody else for a minute, so that's going to be that championship. And then the second championship fight that night is going to be the Volk Yair fight.
Yeah.
So
I want to see that, dude. I really want to see that.
There's a couple other nicer fights that night, but no gigantic names. But that's a couple weeks away still too. So
yeah, for sure. Dope.
Yeah, that should be cool. So no card shows that night either. So
It's on the 8th?
weekends either. So
Nice, dude. We'll have to peep that.
fucking A.
Yeah, for sure. We'll watch it and get some pizza, drink a few beers.
F and A.
Sounds good to me, man. Cool, man. Awesome. Thank you for the UFC. And that's all I got for this pod, brother. You got anything else you want to hit up?
Shit, man. I always say no. You always say you. I noticed when I was listening to the other day. I always listen to the pod, and you know what's funny? After the show the other day, I was loading up the fucking car, and I was leaving, and I had the radio. My phone automatically starts fucking playing on the fucking on
Bluetooth. Yeah.
And David Cole goes, "Are you listening to yourself on the fucking radio, dude?" He probably didn't cuss. I would have cussed. I don't think he cussed. I go, yeah, dude, I always listen to the pod just to make sure I didn't say anything stupid or if I got to correct myself or sometimes I'll say something dumb. Plus, it's fucking funny, dude. It makes me fucking
Yeah. 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 I listen to every week.
And,
yeah.
Oh, man, it was fucking funny. But
Are you listening to yourself on the radio?
But anyway, when I was listening to it, you always say, "You got anything else to add?" And I always say, "No, just."
And then you bust something out.
I say no, and then I say something every time.
That's hilarious.
But anyway, no, just follow. Make sure you guys give us a follow. Fucking share our shit. Go subscribe. That's gonna help us probably the most. Is subscribing to YouTube. I think. Fucking
Yeah.
Subscribing and sharing and liking and commenting our YouTube videos would probably be the best thing you could do to like actually support us or get us any sort of recognition. Sharing it on social medias would be the best. And I get not wanting to share stuff all the time or whatever. You know, when I'm on there, I try and share any of my friends that have any sort of business thing going on or anything that I think would help them out.
Yeah.
I fucking click share and fucking. I mean, how fucking hard is that, bro?
It's not hard, bro.
You know, so
it's not hard.
throw us a little share here and there. Maybe one of your friends might fucking like this shit. Even if you don't have a lot of sports card friends on your shit, who knows, man? You never know.
You might have some and just not know it.
And then you'll get to meet them.
Because
Oh, I didn't know you was into cards. Man.
Right.
You know?
Absolutely. And there's a lot of closet card people out there.
Yeah, because it's
kind of looked at as nerdy still.
Yeah, they're scared to tell people they're into it because they don't want to be like, oh, you're into cards, like, you know.
Mm-hmm. I was taking a deposit to the bank yesterday, and I was dropping it off, and the lady there, the teller, she was like, what kind of business is it? She's like, because our sports card business is called The Shop.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, where's your shop? And what kind of stuff do you do? And I was like, oh, we don't have a shop, you know. And I was like, it's just kind of our name right now. And, you know, we might have aspirations someday to do it, but, like, right now we don't. And she was like, oh, so what's your business? I was like, we buy and sell sports cards. And she's like, oh, that's awesome. My brother sells sports cars, too.
Yeah.
And I was like,
cars. Yeah.
Cars? And she's like, yeah, he collects sports cars. Like, he has a Mustang and he has a Corvette. And I was like, no. I was like, cards.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, okay.
Fucking nerd. I've had a few people tell me that too.
You know?
Oh, you're doing a sports car show? Oh, cool.
Oh, nice. And she was
Corvettes and stuff?
yeah. And then she's like, yeah, didn't they just have a sports car show this weekend? And blah, blah. I was like, sports cards.
Yeah. Like baseball cards?
You know?
What about my baseball cards? Yeah.
Yeah, so.
That's what if you say baseball cards, they get it. If you say sports cards, it sounds too much like sports cars.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
You know, like baseball cards and shit.
You know, like Mickey Mantle and people like that. Fucking, yeah, dude. There's a lot of closet hobbyists out there, so share it and see, and you might find some new friends.
I'll run into an old school friend from high school here or there, or an acquaintance, and I'll be coming in and out of a store or liquor store or wherever the fuck, you know, and oh, hey, what's up, man? Da, da, da. What you been doing? And I'll start telling them, kind of doing sports cards and this and that, whatever. They'll be like, yeah, no, I see, you know, sharing it or whatever. I've got some cards and stuff too, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, what's up, man? Fucking show me, you know. Send me a message. Fucking come to the show.
Yeah.
And they're like kind of scared, you know,
timid.
Like,
yeah.
They don't want to look like a nerd.
What about my baseball card?
But yeah, don't be scared, man. It's fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't be scared to have fun or have a hobby, dude. You don't have to be fucking gangster.
You don't need to be gangbanging on bacon.
You got to be hard forever.
Fucking Cat Williams had a bit about that. Oh man, he's like, It's like, you got to calm down. He's like, you're mad all day long. You wake up in the morning, it's like, whoa, motherfucker. It's like, you gang banging on bacon, bro?
You have to be hard against your fucking juice.
That's right.
You don't have to have the juice against your juice.
But yeah, definitely like and sub and do all that YouTube shit. And if you're listening to us on Apple, go give us a review if you would like. 5 stars would be great. We take some stars. The more stars you can give, the better. And
hit me up if you ever want a sticker. We've got some, like I said earlier, we've got some shirts available. If anybody wants to cop a shirt, hit us up. You want to cop a fucking table for the show? Fucking
yep, absolutely, man.
You want to say what's up? You want to say you got a stupid hat? You want to say you got a stupid shirt? Fucking
just come and say it.
Yeah, man,
for sure. But for those of you that are listening, we want to appreciate and say thank you to all of you. Every last one of you for giving us a little bit of time and fucking rocking with us. We love you to death. So definitely do all those things. And that's all I got, man. We'll catch you motherfuckers next week.
Let's go, Rockies.
Peace out, guys.